That's a good sign. Right. I am waiting to connect to Spitfire. I am in. So it was control and give us a second, let's just oh, it didn't do it. I'm totally not trying to bring up the Discord overlay for the soundboard thingy. Oh, that's fun. Do we want to start the scenario as well, or are we not ready for that yet?
Well, I'm going to start. There we are. Oh, bollocks. Hang on. Things are... Right, there we go. Hello, everyone. Good evening, and welcome to Angry Welshman Productions. I am Reese of Angry Welshman Productions. I'm joined by Sam of Blastpipe Productions.
Hello!
And it's been quite a number of months since we did a live stream. Was it 9 months since we last did one?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, so tonight I wanted to get back into it. Today was going to be the... No, it was actually tomorrow was going to be the charity live stream. But didn't really get... Oh, hang on. Right, hang on. I'm trying to put a lamp on the front of the loco. There we are. It didn't really happen because the guy who's creating the route hasn't finished the route that he was making. Because I wanted to drive the GWR Castle from London, Paddington to Penzance. So, yeah. It just didn't happen. And you know, after the success of last year, where we raised over £2,500, I thought maybe a year is too soon to sort of have hopes like that again. You know, I'm not saying we would raise that much again. It was a bit insane last year, wasn't it?
Yeah.
But, you know, we would have ambition to try and do as successful as we did last year. So for tonight, we thought we'd get back into live streaming with something relatively simple. We are going to run, where it's 9:51.5 in game. We are going to take the 10 o'clock departure from Paignton along the Paignton Dartmouth Steam Railway. We have got the Great Western Large Prairie, also the Bossman Games, or PLD as it's now called, Precision Locomotive Developments. That tells you how long it's been since we did a live stream, Sam.
Yes, it does.
BMG is no longer BMG, it's actually PLD now. So, just before we do really get started, just everybody in the chat, just confirm you can hear me, you can hear Sam, and you can hear the beautiful sound of Great Western romantical whistle sounds.
And let's see if this...
Oh, what are you doing, Sam? You've loaded up some weird thing on my desktop. You're looking for Discord. Ah, it's not on that screen.
Oh, that's not fair.
You're looking for the wrong screen, so it won't...
That's not fair. There we go.
Couldn't resist.
You've got to try the Lego ones.
Are they actually on the thing?
They should be on AWP on Discord.
They're not coming up. Is the cricket, the quack?
No,
they're not coming up. Anyway, let's get back to the live stream. So, Sam, do you want to fire or do you want to drive for the first run?
No idea.
No idea. Alright. We're doing well.
Let's see if I can...
You drive. No,
Oh.
you drive. No, you drive.
Oh, I might be able to... Hang on a minute.
Oh, he's doing the Lego noise. I'm just setting the points for the first bit of the run that we're going to do to Goodrington. And then that's Churston. Whack.
Beautiful.
So Sam is playing around with the Discord noises, as you could probably hear in the background.
Yes, I am.
Right, so the points are set as far as Churston. We've got 6 coaches on. These are the Armstrong Powerhouse Mark 1s. I know there was actual reskins done for the PDSR stock, I think. But they were the default Mark 1s, and I don't really like playing with them. I like the AP ones.
Yeah, the AP ones are much nicer. Definitely worth investing in.
And just because it is, we are driving a PLD loco, there's a inspection saloon on the back.
You could have gone for the Matrix Trains Devon Bell Pullman car that they actually use on the line.
I know, I probably should have in retrospect, but given this 20 minutes late start in this bloody live stream, Sam, we'll just leave it as it is, shall we?
Actually, I think you should try editing the scenario. We'll be back in another half an hour, folks.
Oh, we actually have a green signal now, Sam, because I set the points. Oh, we've got a super chat already, £2. Thank you very much. Cluckers the Soul something. And he says Sam drives.
Right, full reg it is.
Full reg. You know the speed limit's 25, mind. We're not doing a mainline run. We never do preserved line runs. So it's going to be interesting.
It's fine, we'll just do full reg up to 25. And then we'll just stick it in neutral.
Pretty much. I mean, this line is a bit up and down in places, so it's gonna. And also, it's a right-hand drive loco. So, Sam, you're going to be happy that you can see the text on the left.
I am. I am going to be very happy with that. You know, we should do Great Western more often.
We should. Now that
it would make it easier.
The castle is out. Maybe we will.
I can also do on Oakley Moor Bartat on the whistles, which also makes me happy.
So we got 5 minutes till we're going. So I'm going to shovel a bit of coal.
Shovel a bit of coal.
So I did turn the train sim volume right down. I don't know if you guys can still hear it. Hopefully it's not completely killed the sounds. I can hear a bit of them, but I'm shoveling coal right now. Tell me if you can hear it.
I can hear it.
Let's fill Paignton with thick clouds of black smoke.
It's a nice sunny day and everyone will have the washing out.
Let's put the handbrake on. And Sam, I've put a bit of rock on so you can do what you need to now. If you're driving. Do you remember how to drive?
Give us a second.
So Sam's just playing with the whistle. Sam, can you drive? Toot, toot. There we go.
Do we only have one whistle?
No, they have 2. They got a high tone and a low tone.
I thought so, but what's the keyboard command for it? Or is it just my ears that are a bit dodgy?
Spacebar and B. There you are. Sometimes they like the funny ones, aren't they?
It's sounding to me like B is short whistle rather than alternative whistle.
Oh, try control and space then. No, I guess that doesn't.
That's not doing anything.
Okay.
Hang on a minute.
No, I don't think it's doing anything. You see, you got 2 whistles. Look. I might get Dana Fourth's game. There you are. That's the low whistle. I might get Dana Fourth's games to make the Titanic whistles for me. I don't know whether you've ever seen it on Facebook. There's a page called Erebus and Terror. Erebus and Titanic. And it's a guy that owns a traction engine called Erebus, and he's actually made a full-size set of replica Titanic whistles.
Ooh.
And he went to a traction engine show and just was like sounding them, and I was like, yeah, your hearing is just going to disappear standing that close to a Titanic whistle. Even with ear defenders on, your hearing's gonna go.
Hearing? Where we're going, we don't need hearing.
I suppose we better chuck the passengers on.
Yeah,
They're all
there we go.
They're all walking away. Look.
It's just to know like we're on the footplate. I've seen us looking out in the cabin going, that's it, I'm getting off.
Well, we're due to leave at 10 o'clock. Right, that's it. We're getting off.
Hang on a minute, let me just activate my superpowers. Oh, they're already activated apparently.
Well, we're about to depart and we're not blowing off, so I'm a bit worried that I might need to chuck a bit more rock on. Hopefully.
It's alright. We've got a minute. Yeah. This is the first train of the day.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fine. We've got about 5 minutes. First train of the day is always late.
I'm just going to chuck enough coal on to get to Paignton.
Paddington?
Paddington! That's what they used to say when I was going from a cleaner to a trainee fireman. I was like chucking coal into the firebox to steam the loco up, and they were like, bloody hell, Reece, so you're not going to Paddington? Because I was just chucking like half the bunker in on the grate.
Well, I'm going to do a nice Thomas the Tank Engine quote. In the wise words of Gordon, we are, then.
We are. Oh, in the words of Thomas, is it Paddington? Or is it King's Cross? Or is it Euston? Or is it St. Pancras?
It's St. Pancras.
Yes, definitely St. Pancras.
We all know it's St. Pancras.
Welcome to London, St. Pancras. Right, better open the dampers. I'll put the blower on a little. You might need to do some sucking, because you haven't taken the brakes off yet.
Do some suck.
And just so you know, the handbrake is on, so you can take the train brakes off. Chris is saying sabotage the points to make Sam crash and then blame it on you.
Honestly, it's been 9 months since we last did this. I don't think we're going to need sabotaging.
No, we're going to be just as... we're going to be pretty incompetent, I'd say. Right,
So would I.
What time is it?
For a start, I don't have the timetable.
Well, it's 10 o'clock departure. It's now almost 10:01, so we're almost a minute late, Sam.
It's alright, we've got seconds yet before we need to start moving.
Oh, so what? 10:00:59 is when you open the reg, is it? Handbrake's on, mind. Why do you take the brakes back on?
Just checking they work.
Oh, you're doing a dynamic brake test, are you?
Well, I mean, the guard's got to do it. And since we don't have a guard.
I'm going to go ahead and make the wild assumption that the guard's done it and already logged it. Oh, wow, we got 62 people watching. Hello, sorry that we're late starting, everybody. And everybody's...
No, we're not.
I'm not really. Train Sim was being an arse trying to load. And also... Yeah, I think it's time to go anyway. We'll get going and then I'll have a chat to you. You need to take the handbrake off, by the way.
Handbrake off. It's on your side of the cab.
Okay. Handbrake's off, drive.
Right, let's take it nice and steady.
Oh god, here we go. Reg through the roof time. Just so you know, I was looking at the actual Paignton Dartmouth Railway timetable. Apparently they don't stop at Churston as a regular stop. But I think for today, should we?
I think we will.
Yeah. Oh, Cluck as the Soul says £2, and he says the ideal fire mass is £515. Well, we got 700 now, so oops. What's the speed limit here, Sam? Is it 10? Yeah, 10 for the...
Yeah, thereabouts.
10 mile an hour for the crossing.
Dee-doo-dee-doo-dee-doo-dee-doo.
Right, so we are leaving Paignton Station. So we are on the Paignton Dartmouth Steam Railway. We have run on this a couple of times, but we've done it usually as rail tour type things, haven't we? So we've only really skimmed through it.
Yeah, we pretty much just charged it non-stop.
Pretty much just 80 mile an hour the whole way. But we are today actually going to work a PDSR timetable service. So the first leg of the line takes us past the old BR carriage sidings, where there is a... Oh god, there's a pacer! Who put the pacer there?
Reese, quick, hop onto Discord.
What? Oh god. Hang on. I need to do this, don't I?
We have the perfect sound effect for this.
That one?
We're going to go for them whap, 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 whap. But, yeah. Ah, there we go.
It's a pacer. It's a bus on wheels. Oh god. Oh Sam, we're stopping. Why are we stopping by the pacer? I need to undo Discord a sec. Right, there we go. Back to Train Sim.
I was going to say, I think when you flick to Discord, it killed my controls.
Oh. Sorry.
Right.
Off we go to Goodrington Sands.
What time are we due in Goodrington?
To tell you the truth, I don't know, because once again, the timetable that the official website gives you, they don't stop at Goodrington and they don't stop at Churston.
Are we stopping at Goodrington then?
No, we're going to stop. We're going to stop at Goodrington and we're going to stop at Churston, but I was hoping to follow the timetable, but thinking about it, if there's 2 stops, there's no way we're going to be able to follow it, are we?
Well, we'll find out. Now, as you can see, I'm taking it quite steady.
Full power. Something I did find with this loco, I did a little test drive from Dartmouth up the hill. She is quite thirsty. We got 6 on, so it is quite a hefty load.
Why have we got a yellow?
I remember there's a bit of a funny rule here. It's because there's like BR track over there or something. But we will double check when we get a bit closer. Somebody's saying it's a prank. The yellow light is a prank.
Yellow means
Maybe.
go faster before it turns red.
Just keep going before it does turn red. Right, hopefully for this live stream I'm going to try and look at the chat a little bit and read what people are saying, because it has been a while and it would be nice to catch up, give people a bit of an update about all things DWP. Insane Edward, that's a good username. You're heading down a line that I know quite well. I remember when Omaha was on the line back in 2021. Also, since COVID, they haven't stopped at Goodrington or Churston. Oh, right, okay, so it's basically because of COVID restrictions they stopped stopping there.
Stop stopping.
Do you know where you need to stop here?
No.
Do you want to go on the other side of the loco?
Nah.
Let's just hope that the platform ends at the same time as the other side.
Do you want to go have a look?
Yeah, let's go have a quick look-see. Oh, it's Goodrington Sands.
I don't know if the last carriage is on, but full of loco stop. I mean,
it looks pretty spot on, doesn't it? Doesn't that look really nice there? Go on, let's let everybody off to go get an ice cream.
I've been here on holiday.
Have you?
Once. No, actually twice.
I always remember I was a very young boy and I took a shit in one of these little huts. They're not actually toilets, they're changing rooms. And I got in so much trouble.
Ah.
Just thought I'd share that little nugget with you.
Well, so me and you have very different memories of Goodrington.
Yeah. I also remember going on oh, we just had a guard's whistle.
We did indeed.
Do you think we're allowed to pass that yellow light drive?
Permissions? Where we're going? We don't need permissions.
Oh, if you look on the right, it's because these BR sidings, look. Something to do with that. Let me just check the track map a sec. We have got the road, look. So I don't know why it's yellow, but I'm going to go ahead and say that it'd probably be fine.
Yep.
Off we go then.
We're going.
It takes ages to suck the vacuum off on this one.
Well, I am only using the small ejector because I don't know the commands for the large one?
I don't think there is a difference. I think it's just one.
Ah.
It's just that handle there. So that's all you got. Prairie go brr, apparently.
Do you want to have a look at the reg? Yep. I like lines that are on a hill.
Yeah, but you're only at 50% on your reverser.
I know.
Oh. Is this you being lazy? Is it you just want to put the reg in the roof and just adjust on the reverser?
It's the only way to drive.
That's the Keighley and Worth Valley way to drive. Full reg,
Well,
hope for the best.
If you don't have the reg in the roof, your engine doesn't make a nice sound.
True. True.
Well, a Great Western does, but even so. If you don't have enough reg on a Great Western loco, all you get is click, 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 click.
Yeah,
click.
that's true. So, thrash or no thrash? MRHST says, what's the progress on Over the Hills? Well, it's
cancelled.
It's
Next
cancelled.
question.
The end. The first couple of scenes have been recorded. Progress has stopped the last few days because I got a few things going on. But it's going to...
Specifically an Australian Lego model.
Yes, which we're going to discuss in a minute. But hopefully I will start again real soon. I'm hoping now this weekend, actually, I'm going to get to do... If I wasn't live streaming, I'd be recording. So this is that famous shot of going past Goodrington Sands Beach.
It is.
Right, so, because we've let the cat out the bag a bit there. Some of you may have seen on the AWP Facebook page that I have been building a Lego steam locomotive. New South Wales Railways, Government Railways, GW... Well, no, it's not GWR. NSWG 3801. And it's lovely. Right, I'm just going to adjust the... Because I'm pretty sure that you... Yeah. You have to trim the water handle on these locos. Loading up a scenery tile. Train sim is still going a bit burr.
I love train sim. It's so predictable.
Yeah.
Every time it loads a scenery tile and you're just like, is it going to survive it? Yes, it has! And every now and then it'll just be like, no, it's given up the ghost.
Wheelon 4935 says that's the proper way to drive.
There we go, see?
Right, I need to shovel some rock. Just watch your speed, Sam, we're picking up a little bit.
Does this loco have a speedo in the cab?
No.
Then we're fine, we're not speeding.
No, we're not speeding, are we? When you hear that noise, that probably means you're going a little bit too fast.
Remember, a lad on Worth Valley I were on with when we were on Nunlow once, and we said, now you do know this engine's limited to 15. And he goes, well, I don't know what 15 looks like, I only know 25.
Going over that lovely big viaduct now.
Do you want to get a nice... I've just paused it.
Oh, we need to... Let me just change some in a sec. Hang on, pause.
If you go, I was going to say, if you're going to get rid of the F5, you don't need to if you use Control S.
Oh, right, okay.
Although we do need to cover up that gap in the viaduct.
Yeah.
That, let's definitely pass P-way inspections.
Oh, absolutely. There's no gaps in the scenery. Let's just move it along a little bit. Rods up, because we like a picture with rods up.
We like rods down, but since you can't see them because of the viaduct.
Yeah, you can't see it from here. Oh, that's quite a nice shot.
Go for the other side where the sun is.
Ooh. Oh, I should mention
Right,
as well, I completely forgot to mention that we are using Chris Rasmussen's reskins. Well, it's not really a reskin, it's like a modification.
Right.
Because I think the Large Prairie, some of the textures were a bit different than the castle. I don't think you can really note. I certainly can't notice it right now, but if you put this next to the castle, apparently it looks really good.
Right.
So,
I'll go with that.
I don't know enough about reskinning to actually tell you what he's done, to be honest, but it does look, you know, when you put it next to the castle, it does look pretty good. Oh crap, I think I need to do some shoveling.
Give us a moment.
I think I did set the points to the platform.
We're going in platform 2.
No, we should be going platform 1. It should be platform 1, mate.
Done.
No, it should. You've done it wrong. That's platform 2.
No, it isn't.
It is. You're going in the wrong platform.
We shall see, Reese. We shall see.
I already set it. I'm just gonna.
Where's my boiler pressure gone anyway, Reese?
I know I'm shoveling. I was injecting and I haven't been concentrating.
Here I am trying to give it the beans.
Oh, that's probably why. And we are on a pretty hench gradient right now, if you look at that. Oh, part of the bridge is missing, Sam. Oh, God. Ah!
It's fine. This is fine.
We've totally just done a Thomas and the Magic Railroad going on.
Yes, we have.
The rails over the bridge. But luckily, it held.
Reese, there's a reason for that.
Because it's Great Western and it just survives.
No. It's so the pacer behind us can't follow us.
Ah, sabotage. I like it.
It's going to be going away on a barge any second now.
Tactical track removal. I can just imagine us having like one of those things the Germans had during the Second World War, where it's like the big
claw on the back,
and it just drags through the sleepers, ripping them up. See, look, we're going into a siding, Sam. Something's wrong. We're coming up the Churston. We're running out of time. Let me fix it. Let me fix it. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Da. Why did you have to mess with it?
I didn't change that one.
Okay.
It was that one I changed.
There we go.
Which is going into P1.
There we go. It's fixed. Okay, drive. Right, anyway, back to the chat. Just do a little bit more shoveling. Because I'm going to... Oh, crap.
Can you get some water in as well?
Yeah, I'm just going to... Since the boiler pressure's going nuts. And I just need to shut the valve slightly.
I love how he's doing this as we're coming up to a place where we need to stop.
Well, in all fairness to me, in real life, I would be able to do that without disturbing you.
Yeah, that is true.
And it's 10 mile an hour, by the way.
Yeah, close enough.
Yeah, it's close enough. I mean, I will say that, you know, in real life, you wouldn't really... You would make a significant reduction of your speed, but you wouldn't be looking at speedo right now, would you?
Well, especially if your loco doesn't have a speedo, you'd just be sort of gauging it by eye and going, yeah, it looks about right.
And I suppose that's why having a Great Western loco is ideal, because you can hear the clickety-clack of the vacuum pump.
Yeah.
So you can gauge, like, if it's going... then you know you're going a little bit fast.
Although it doesn't really work in Train Sim, because Train Sim's a laggy thing, so you might get...
Lewis says, how do you get the Dartmouth route? In all honesty, I can't remember. It was one of those routes. Is it Goldsmith scenarios or something like that?
I seem to think Goldsmith. Goldsmith or whatever it is.
I can't even remember. Right, we're now at Churston. Change here for the... is it Brixton? Yeah, the Brixton branch. Very nice ice cream in Brixton, as I will say. Get off, people. Oh, we can't open the doors for some reason. Are they open?
They're open. Don't forget, the Armstrong Powerhouse coaches don't stay open on all doors. It's one of the things which makes them better than others. The doors open randomly rather than simultaneously.
I better shut the blower off because we are blowing off a little bit now. I'm supposed to be injecting. Oh, we just had the right way. Let me just check my injectors a sec. Yeah, my injectors are working. Hopefully we'll get a little bit more competent as the live stream goes on.
Ha!
He says.
Sorry, did that come out loud?
Just a little bit. Apparently the platform is haunted. The Great Western says, is this the one from the Steam Workshop? I can't remember, if I'm honest. I seem to remember there's a significant amount of downhill gradients now.
Why do you think I'm in full reg?
What else? Oh yeah, Chris now says the texture patch changed the grey paint where the black paint should be to actual black paint. So it was like a slightly different colour, I guess. But it now matches the castle class. Which is good. The other thing that's happened today, and I completely missed it, because it only happened about 2 minutes before this live stream was supposed to start, was the Great Western 1500 class has been released. And I'm pretty sure that Steam Sound Supremes did that on purpose because they knew I was going to live stream, so they released it exactly when I'm supposed to be starting.
To be fair, 60 odd people isn't bad to say that we haven't streamed in the past, like, year.
Yeah, I do wish that...
In fact, is this our first stream of the year?
This is our first stream of 2024, yeah.
Wow.
You know, I am sorry for that, guys. Life has kind of been a bit hectic again. I'm not going to make excuses because it's just not really helping, is it? I just have to try harder and do better. I've had the injectors on quite a lot and we've still got hardly any water in the boiler. See, so it's gone up to 0.71 now. It's alright. What's up?
No.
I just need to check what time it is in game as well. 20.
10:19. We're not stopping at the whole hour.
No, why are we... I was going to say, why are we slowing down?
We're testing the brakes out.
And then shut the reg through the roof. And also we have no steam. I'll try and be a bit more competent on the fire. Hopefully with that regulator through the roof it might draw the fire a bit. I think there is a ginormous tunnel up ahead. Oh, this next station we're coming up, this little halt is request stop. So unless anyone in the chat decides to request a stop, then we're just going to pass through.
Well, it's a bit late for that now. I should have said before we set off from the last station.
A little bit late now as we're steaming through at 25 mile an hour and increasing. I'm just waiting. Someone in the chat is going to say I want to stop at the request stop. Anyway,
we'll get it as we've already gone all the way through.
Simplex 1988 says request denied. Well, it's a bit late, so don't worry. I can't see anything.
Have you got the blower cracked open?
Yeah.
Good, because if not, you've just killed us.
That's alright. It was a good... We've had a good run, Sam. That's the end.
No, we haven't. We've had a bloody terrible run.
I know that it's like you're not supposed to do it, but I love seeing this. Whoa. Speed. Fatal blowback time. You alright?
Yeah.
No fatal blowjob, apparently. I would like to get a t-shirt. If I ever set up a Teespring shop on YouTube, that's got to be one of the t-shirts. Fatal blowjob.
It's like that photoshopped sign at Penistone Station, isn't it?
Yeah.
Is it not Penistone? Penrith.
Penrith.
If you don't stand back from the platform edge, something like that, you'll get sucked off.
Yeah. Insane Edward says, I never knew Agatha Christie grew up near Dartmouth until I visited the house. Oh, that's cool. Apparently that halt was her family's personal halt. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Murder on the Angry Welshman Express, alright.
Well, it would be a more entertaining read.
Filthy humour, good to be back. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Whatever 06 says, there goes the bitrate and compression. I'm assuming that's to do with your internet because I've had excellent connection on my end. I haven't had no dropouts or nothing that I can see.
I have no idea how fast we're going, by the way.
29.
Oh, cool.
Janice2999 says he's requesting stop for the return trip. Fires Homemade Crafts C has donated £2 by a super chat. Thank you very much. Lots of contributions. I like to see that. Every penny helps at the minute. Root by Goldensmith Studios. You're on the old version, apparently. Okay. I didn't realise there was a new version. So that's something to consider for next time. Lewis is going for dinner. Well, enjoy your dinner, Lewis. We're just coming down the hill, Sam, and if I remember correctly, just up ahead... I need to turn the injectors off, hang on. Just up ahead, there's a chain ferry. Well, I think it's a chain ferry. It's a little ferry that goes across the river.
Yeah.
And I remember when I was a kid, we were on a family holiday, and we actually sat in the car waiting for the train to go by. So that was pretty cool. I can't remember what loco it was. I think it was like something ridiculously big for the line, like a merchant navy or a castle or something.
Probably a rail tour.
I think it was a rail tour, but we were on holiday and it just happened to be... do you know what? It was Clun Castle. I remember now. It was Clun... Can
you just quickly check the route, please?
We haven't set the points for this part.
That's what I was thinking.
Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. Oh, it's actually...
What a bit of luck.
It's actually perfect to go into the right platform as well. It's a typical British summer day, clouds and overcast in the sky. I expect it's going to rain so shortly. I'm assuming it's low water.
You didn't turn rain on, did you?
No, overcast sky. That's where the ferry comes.
Yeah.
And if I remember rightly as well, at Dartmouth Station, which is where we are coming up to, well, we're blowing off. I'm going to whack that injector back on if we're blowing off a bit. I remember that there's a paddle steamer that actually takes you across from, is it Kingswear to Dartmouth or Dartmouth to Kingswear?
Kingswear to Dartmouth. Where we're stopping is actually Kingswear, and Dartmouth is actually the other side of the river. Ah,
that's right. And I remember now that Dartmouth is actually the only railway station that doesn't actually have any tracks.
That is correct. But it's still a proper railway station with Great Western buildings and all that lot. And if I remember rightly, The particular paddle steamer is in fact I don't know if it is this one, but I think it is. It's the only steam-powered river paddle steamer left operational in the country.
Yeah, I think it's Cardiff Castle.
I thought it were Kingswear Castle.
Do you know what? There might be two. One of them is like a diesel-powered one, I think, and then the other one's an actual paddle steamer.
I thought it were named after something in the local vicinity.
Let me know. PDSR Ships. Riverboat Company. Where's your boats?
Where's your boats, boys and girls?
The Round Robin Steaming Cruise. Find out more. Oh, it doesn't actually say anything about the names of them. On their own website.
What time are we due in?
10:25 according to the official timetable. Oh, we're only 3 minutes down.
That's not bad going to say we don't know what we're doing.
But we are due out at 10:35, so we don't have a very long turnaround.
Right. Well, I can't go any faster because I'm speeding now.
Oh, just take it in and we'll just take it as it comes. Kingswear Castle, apparently, in St. Edward says.
How could we possibly get back out on time?
Oh, don't. We're not driving that thing. We haven't driven a diesel in these virtual footplate runs before, have we?
No, we haven't, but that's because there's not really much to do in a diesel, is there? You just sort of press go when it goes.
I mean, you know, being a second man, you just kind of, like, drink tea and have a chat.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't mind doing a preserved diesel run, like perhaps on a preserved railway or something. Class 50 would be a good shout, actually.
I say we go for a demo of goods or something. Drop off and pick up goods.
Right. I better shovel some rock.
This is going to be a quick run round, by the way, Reese.
Yep, that's fine. I'm getting some rock on ready, because going up the hill on the way back is going to be hell of a climb.
Fortunately, I have a good strategy.
Do you?
Oh, yes.
Zachy Card says, how about a Class 37 as a shout back to GTSE? Well, actually, there's the Armstrong Powerhouse Class 37, the advanced one.
Isn't that the one you did a driver tutorial video thing for, where you couldn't work out how to start it?
No, that was a long time ago. That was the Class 40, I want to say. I'm pretty sure it's the Class 40. Do you reckon we're in the platform?
Yeah, probably. Maybe.
There we go. Right then. I suppose we ought to put the handbrakes on in the coaches.
We are.
I think we're in.
That'll do.
I'm pretty sure these platforms were built to take like 9 or 10 coach trains in the express days anyway.
Excursion travel.
Yeah. Well, you're blowing off,
right.
Sam.
Handbrake on, please.
Handbrake on.
Right, since you're fireman, you can go do uncoupling, and I'll sit here and have a cuppa.
Okay, you get a kettle on then. But we have no handbrakes apparently, so that's great. I'm going in between.
Going under, right, I'm opening the reg.
We'll just, I'll just climb back up. In we go. Handbrake off.
Oh, I know why it took so long for the brakes to come off.
Why is that?
It's because it's the AP coaches and they're actually simulated with it.
Oh, right, okay. Oh, bloody hell, Sam, we're on a head shunt. Oh, God, oh, God. I remembered...
I warned you it was going to be a quick run round.
When you
we can't have you panicking.
A quick run round, we're not, you know... When we stop at this end, I'm going to show you what's the other side of that buffer stop. Because I'm pretty sure it's just literally into the water. So if we go through the buffers, we're going deep sea diving. That's what's going to happen.
we're going to be a paddle steamer, but
without
we're doing it the
paddles,
old-fashioned way.
and we'll be sitting on the bottom.
Just going for a little paddle, we're just going to dip his wheels.
Stop! Oh god. Right. That one, I think that one's okay. I really wish... No, I
Can
don't.
you make sure we're not going to, like, go straight back into the diesel?
No, we're going into that siding. There is coaches in that siding, so be careful.
Be
Okay.
careful, you say.
Off you go, drive. You got the right way. It'd be so nice if there was a better signaller. Or if I could actually edit scenarios.
Yeah, man.
Here we go, we're off. We're not driving Super Pug, apparently. That would have been Percy Takes the Plunge all over again.
I was thinking more like one episode of Ivor the Engine where he gets sad because he can't go paddling, so they take him there and crane him off onto some tracks and just shove him in the sea.
I mean, the reality of that episode is he goes swimming and then suddenly the boiler goes BANG because of the thermal shock. So, either the thermonuclear bomb, basically. Which is not far off, you know, the reality of the real Ivor the Engine that nearly went pop-de-ping.
Pop-de-ping because it's well.
Because of the boiler crown plate, I think it was.
Hmm.
When it was first overhauled and put back into service after the boiler inspector did a inspection, and they found it had corroded to as thin as something like 0.4 of a millimetre.
That's fine.
So the boiler was basically, you know, one little tap with a gentle hammer probably would have caused it to go bang.
I'm sure it would have been fine.
Nathan5405 says, "What the hell is Ivor the Engine?" I guess
Sacrilege.
you better go and do some education. Go on YouTube and search Ivor the Engine.
If you've set the points wrong now, Reese, we're in trouble.
I don't even think that diesel's clear the point. Oh, bloody
I
hell.
was just going to say, I don't think we actually have clearance there.
Do you know what? The points are set, but I don't think... No, you would clip him.
Yeah.
You would actually clip him. Have you got clearance to get... Yeah. Just stay where you
Oh,
are.
how's that?
Look at that. It's as though we planned it. Right, so you need that one, and you need
Hello,
that
yes,
one.
we are competent.
Okay, ready when you are.
Right, he's ready.
Power! It's nice to drive an engine that actually works as a proper engine as well.
Yeah. Yeah, because not a lot in Train Sim do.
No. I mean, there's a lot of things that are nice to drive at high speed, but then that's all you do is you just sit there at full speed all the time.
Yeah.
I like... some days I'm in the mood for that, but other days I want to actually work the engine.
It gets a little bit boring sometimes, doesn't it? Because you kind of get into a routine and it's just keeping up with it. And then, you know, you get bored and you lose attention and then you forget to inject or you forget to put rock on or... It just gets a little bit tedious.
Yeah.
Whereas doing something like this, you don't really get the time to lose concentration.
Do you want me to jump down and guide you on?
Yeah.
It's a bit late for that.
Nah, we'll be right.
Sam!
Yeah?
Why are you so jammy?
Go on, where...
Oh, you're a foot off. Squeeze up!
Is that because the coaches don't have handbrakes?
Yeah, it might have
Or
rolled...
is that just because I slammed the brakes on?
No, I think... You didn't touch them. We would have heard a bit of a clunk, wouldn't we? Go on then, squeeze her up.
I am.
Oh. Kaplunk. Alright, going under.
Righto. Going under.
Let's see if it'll... I don't think... What's the button to connect again?
Control Shift C.
There we are.
Clunk.
So I need to change the lamp as... Wrong one.
Yep.
Control 4.
Control Shift 4.
Control Shift 4. And then I'll just make sure we've got a tail lamp at the other end.
Yep, since we don't have a guard.
I've just walked through the chassis. Yep, we got a tail lamp.
You've just sprinted at breakneck speed into the coaches.
There we go. I'm very efficient.
Usain Bolt, move over.
I was in the Olympics, you know.
Representing Wales, you know.
I fell out of the grandstand.
Right, what time are we on? Let me just stick it in
35
reverse.
is we're due off, so it is. We're already 4 minutes late.
No, we're 3 minutes.
3 minutes.
3 minutes late, which is how late we were getting here.
So actually, it's not too bad then.
So, are we going?
If we go.
Or are we letting the passengers on and off?
No, they've had like 3 minutes to do that, so you know.
Right, what I'm going to do, Len...
Oh, hang on, we need to set the road. Hang on.
Yep.
Sorry, very quickly, I'll just set the road.
You don't fancy driving into that diesel, then?
No. Big Daddy Diesel will kick the crap out of me if we do that. I'll just set the points at Churston to make sure we go the right way.
You've not said it.
Did I not?
No.
Don't worry, I'll do it when we get a bit closer. Just remind me.
Right. So what I'm going to do now... Oh, there we go. That'll do.
We're going to drive from this side, are we?
We're going to drive from this side, because if not, I don't know what I'm doing. And since we're running late, we'll be responsible and not make up any lost time.
Absolutely. Well, you got the tip from the guard anyway, so whenever you're ready.
Great.
And I think we are just blowing off now, so I'm going to whack the injector on. Which one is the exhaust injector? Is it that one?
Give us a minute, Reese.
Go on, you do. Oh, speed, speed, speed.
I did say give us a minute.
Have you lost control on the reg? Or oh, you've got it.
No. Well, I can't see what the speed is now.
14.
Oh, that's fine. That's close enough to 10.
Nathan 5405 says, "Can we stop at the request stop?" So to be fair, he's given us plenty of notice now, hasn't he? We can't really say no, can we?
I don't know. The train's set off.
Driver and fireman, we need to stop at Greenway Halt. Hey, speeding to west. I'm assuming that's not speeding to the west.
Ah, yeah, ready.
I'm ready.
Right, he's ready.
I'm just going to whack the other injector on as well. Let's turn the blower
Are we
off.
on the hill?
Not
We're
yet.
not on the hill.
Not yet. Oh, we're losing boiler pressure like crazy, mind.
Yeah, I know. That's why I am. I could tell because the speed stopped going up.
And I will have to turn an injector off before long. Carl Bone says, when was the last time you played Train Sim before this live stream? Oh, not long ago, only a few days.
It depends what you mean by played.
Like, do I actually play, or are you just filming or testing something? That's all
for
I
me,
seem to
like,
do nowadays.
I do a lot of reskinning, and the reskinning is like, you look at the loco a lot, but you don't actually drive it anywhere.
Right, I'm going to and turn the injector off. Level crossing coming up. And we're about to get on that massive hill, so I'm going to chuck a last bit of rock on. Goldsmith Scenarios has also got up-to-date PDSR stock packs, including 4 Armstrong Powerhouse Mark 1s. Okay. I did not know that they did that, so that would have been useful for me to actually see before this live stream. So that's something I'll certainly consider for the future. Right, we got plenty of rock on. Your pressure is starting.
We're on the hill now.
The exhaust injector is on to try and keep the water level up a bit. I found 50% cut off was alright, but yeah, you need the reg through the roof. Is your large ejector still open?
I don't know. It says small ejector closed.
No, it's open. However, if the speed gets too low, you got to open it again. Oh, come on.
What's the reverse about there? Is that 59?
59%, yeah.
Probably a bit high, but it'll do.
We've lost all our boiler pressure. See the fire,
Well, you have overfired it.
just a bit, only a bit. The fire masters go down quite quick. I don't know, that steam generation rate is dropping rapidly. It should go up a bit quicker than that. Oh dear. Oh dear. I had a feeling that was going to happen.
What?
That we were going to tank the pressure. But I'll turn the injector off and just see if that helps.
Oh yeah, I wonder why we've tanked the pressure.
Oh look, it's going up now. Sorry, Sam.
Couldn't have waited till we got halfway up the hill before injecting.
Well,
Oh no.
I mean, in fairness, I've gone down quite a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, the blower is on.
Well, there's not much more I can do with this.
Something tells me we're not going to catch up on that timetable anytime soon.
Is that 67?
Yeah, 67%.
Yeah, she'll have to sit about there.
And the
Wait for
generation
pressure
rate
to
is
come
higher
back.
than usage rate, so the pressure is going back up. As long as she keeps going, James Ellison says stall, stall, stall. As long as it keeps rolling, then we'll be alright.
Just keep chuffing, just keep chuffing, just keep chuffing, chuffing, chuffing. You know, Reese, I think if we make it to the top of this hill, we've got the perfect sound effect on Discord.
Hooray! Which one?
The clapping one.
Oh yeah.
But it's not going to be like wah 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 one, is it? Well, if there's anything we need to talk about, now's a good time, because we're not really doing much here.
So, Lego 3801 chaps.
Lego 3801.
So you've probably seen on the AWP Facebook page about 3801. I've built it over the last week or two. Basically, there's a company called Capital Loco Kits. It's a guy based in Australia, and he's made logo designs in Lego Studio. I think it was only like $15 or something. And he gives you a set of instructions and a list of parts that you need from bricklink.com. and then you just go on there and buy all the parts and build the loco. But I will warn you in advance that I've probably spent a good £200 or £300 on Lego pieces for this loco.
Sounds about right.
Saki Arcades says, have you been considering the Garrett 6029? So I don't know if you've seen it, Sam, but they make a design for the Garrett. I am considering it. I am considering getting it, but to be honest, I've got other locos that I want to build first. Like the next loco, I think is going to be Flying Scotsman, and that would be double tender LNER green as it was when it went to the United States. Precious.
What do you reckon of my narrow gauge stuff, Reese?
It looks good.
Is any of that on the agenda?
I don't know. You haven't released your lists, have you?
I've sent them to you.
Oh,
you mean like the parts list for them?
yeah.
Yeah, I could send you that. I can send you the direct model files over.
Yeah, I could load it up in Studio and also have a look at in Bricklink how much it would cost.
Aye.
I'm gonna have to whack the injector on, I'm afraid.
Not yet, you're not.
Too late.
Reese, you've got 0.41 in the boiler, but we're on a hill, which means all the water's at the front anyway. So we've actually got more than 0.4.
If you look, I'm injecting, but the pressure's still going up, so... It was going up! God dang it. We're almost cresting the hill anyway, just in this tunnel is the hilltop. WSHR 103 says, if life allows it, will you ever do new product showcase streams again? I've been thinking about it. I have been thinking about making some kind of return to doing those. Whether I will or not, I don't know, because one of the things I didn't like about doing it before was, like, as soon as a product would release, I'd, put myself in a position where I had to get it done right now. And of course, you would never get any notice that the product was going to release. And that's what I didn't like about doing it. So maybe I might think about doing it in a different way, like just as a, product in my own time, I guess. I was thinking about making it a little bit like what Sam's Trains does. So I just take a product that he buys whenever that is, not always as and when they release. Or I better shovel some rock on.
Don't shovel rock on in a tunnel.
It's alright, Sam, we're made of asbestos. The chimney's at the other end.
It's not the chimney I'm worried about.
Who needs oxygen? Zaki Cards says, for your model collection, have you ever considered looking into 009? Well, it's funny you say that, because I am building a 009 layout. I've got the Pico Kato models Small England 040 saddle tank, and I've got the Bachmann Rheneas model. So I'm also gonna get a load of the Bachmann Thomas narrow gauge stuff. I've just shut off the injector, Sam. The pressure's tanking a little bit there. Oh, just remember we're stopping at this halt just after the signal.
I have remembered.
Well, since you're doing that, I'm going to whack both injectors on.
Let me stop first.
Sorry, go ahead. You need to drive. Sorry. My timing is not very good. I need to practice.
Yes, you do.
Hunslet. Saki Card says Hunslet. No, it's not Hunslet. It was George England, the 040. And Rheneas is the Fletcher Jennings Dolgok. It's the same logo. These injectors don't pick up very well, do they?
Let us come to a stop, and then we can worry about the boiler water level.
I know we're still on a gradient, but
this is one thing that you don't have to worry about in real life, because you are able to act at the same time.
Well, it is injected.
Okay.
They are injecting. Perhaps if I just open them a bit more, it might push a bit. No, that's the cab door, Reese.
See, Zackard is asking, did you consider getting the Hunslet? I've actually had a look at some of the Hunslets, but for the prices and for what they are, I'm thinking I might delve into some SM16 narrow gauge instead of electric narrow gauge. I've already got my Harrogate en route.
Now I think they are picking up now. Yeah, how long until you get that, Sam?
No idea.
Oh.
It's waiting for nameplates at the moment.
Oh, right.
Well, it was last time I spoke to him about it.
Oh, because it's still with the guy who's painting it, isn't it?
It is.
It's going to
Well, we've stopped here long enough.
It is going to... Yeah, I'd say it's a request stop, isn't it? It's only meant to be a short hop. You stop the train, open the door, kick the people in the back, chuck a knife at them, and then run away.
Yep. Murder on the Angry Welshman Express.
Hell yeah.
If you ask me, all of them did it.
I mean, if you crashed the train and kill everybody on board, then nobody would bear witness to what your crimes, would they?
Exactly.
Zaki Card says the Norwich slate wagons look amazing. They do, but holy crap are they expensive, the Norwich slate wagons in 009.
To be fair, it's not just them. Like,
anything 009 is mega money, isn't it?
it's not just 009, it's just model railways in general. It's not even railways, is it? But modelling in general. I mean, I'm going to sound really old here, but I remember, like, 10 years or so ago, when I was, buying stuff for 00 gauge, it was like maybe £100 for a model, thereabouts. 120 for the upper range stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I remember the day I bought a 9F for £86.
Yeah.
And that was brand new in the shop, you know?
Yeah. And it's like double that or more now.
Oh, it's easily double. In fact, I think in some retailers it's almost triple.
Yeah. And Hornby have sent a letter out saying they're putting the prices up again.
Yeah. In all
so it's
honesty,
kind of a bit...
I know I sound like I'm jumping on the bandwagon of what people are saying about the hobby, but I can honestly say I really think Hornby are going to go under. If Hornby don't change their business practices, like they lost 6 million or something in losses last year, again.
The fact is that modelling is now, it's no longer an open hobby to everyone, or if it is, you've got to save up loads. Like, when you're buying a new loco and it's like £300 or something, for a lot of people that's, it's like a good few days' wages. And when everything else is going up as well, it's not something people can just afford to get every now and then.
When people are working multiple jobs just to afford not even the rent, just to afford like a basic room.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I do think the modelling hobby is going to change. Like everyone's saying in the popular media that it's going to disappear. I don't think it's going to disappear at all. I think it is going to change, and the way that they do business and the way that companies operate is going to change. And I think we're going to see less mainstream companies like the likes of Bachmann and Hornby and Dapple, and I think we'll see more companies like Rapido, Acura Scale, the smaller companies that do small production.
Oxford?
Yeah, kind of Oxford Rail as well. I think we're going to see a lot more start-up companies like, just so you know, it's 10 mile an hour into the platform too.
Yeah, I know. But yeah, I think it's just when
Those-
you
oh,
want.
Hang on, we didn't set the points.
It's okay. We're a single line working. We don't need to worry about it.
Yeah, it don't matter.
That's our excuse anyway.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the platform inspector speaking. The train now approaching platform 1 should have been approaching platform 2, but is now approaching platform 1. So please
That's
make your way
signalling
across
error.
the bridge and board the train on platform 1.
Signalling error, not our problem.
Just blame Signalman.
Signalman's fault. But
Hi.
yeah, I do think the modelling world it's going to have to change because people can't afford it.
And I honestly, as sad as it is going to say, I think the likes of Roundhouse are going to disappear.
Well, I don't know because Roundhouse is a different game.
It's very, very specialised. And I mean, if you look at what's happened in the last couple of weeks, that Mamod has announced that they're shutting up shop.
That's true, but the thing you've got to remember is that if you're buying something like that, you're buying like a highly engineered product. It's different to buying an electric model, because if you buy an electric model, it's just a shell with
A motor and a chassis.
yeah, and it's like moulded or however it's machined, but it's just a shell on a chassis. Whereas with something like Roundhouse, when you're getting something that's live steam, it's an actual engine.
Yeah.
It's a proper. It's crafted like an engine. It's a different game. Because of the way it's done, it's more expensive. But because it's more expensive, it's kind of, you're not going to get as many people getting it, but you can afford to get it, type thing. You're not going to be buying one all the time, but if everyone buys one, like they save up for, or a Christmas present or anything like that, that's enough to keep it going.
Sorry, I'm just looking at the signals up ahead.
Yep.
Has things changed?
Shouldn't have. Oh, you're taking us a different route, Lime, aren't you?
It's going through the other platform. Oh, hang on. I think
You've set the route into the siding there, haven't you?
yeah, that's going the wrong way, isn't it?
Let's, Reese, where are you going?
I think I've messed that up a minute.
You've messed the whole thing up. Look, you're sending us into this siding here.
No, it's not.
Reese, you've forgotten which way it works, haven't you? It follows the orange line, not the white line.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll take your word for it.
Well, if we go up here, if we go back to us. If you have a look at the route ahead, if we switch that, it switches it against us.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right,
And then we've got green now.
I'm just going to take a quick slash before we get moving, alright? Or
Yeah.
you can start off if you want, because you should be alright fire-wise.
Yeah, I'm just going to double check the route.
I'll be back now, what's up?
Oh, I set literally every point against us. Oh no. that way, and then that way. That's all good. And we want to be on that particular track there. Which we look like we are.
Fixed it.
Sorted.
There we are then.
Right, let's get going.
I think, yeah, from my side, oh, hang on, the injectors aren't. Probably should turn them off. Or else you'll be priming.
And away we go. Yeah, what you did there, Reese, is you set every single point against us.
That's probably why we've had such problems then.
See, this is what happens when you don't play the game for 9 months.
I mean, I've played it, but I haven't played a scenario. If I have been in the game, it's been to test things or to, like, load up scenarios and... Yeah, I haven't actually driven anything, really.
Yeah. I've just been trying to work out how the bloody hell I'm going to line out the A4.
Yeah, that's the new CWA4 pack.
It is. Which I've not driven yet, because I'm trying to work out how to line it first.
I haven't actually bought it yet.
Ah.
It is something that I plan to buy. It's just, I'm probably about minus £50 in the red at the minute, until payday next week.
Is this because of a certain Lego locomotive?
It might have something to do with that, and I have spent a bit more money than I thought I would on said loco, and the wife is not very happy of me about spending as much money as I have. So yeah, I'm in a bit of a doghouse situation about that. But, you know, I'm trying to, you know, get around it by saying, look at my son, he loves it. Look at this thing that I built for my son.
You know what that means though, Reese, if you start using your son as an excuse.
I've already been doing it for years, Sam.
Yeah, but if you're saying, my son loves it, then it suddenly becomes his locomotive.
Yeah. I'll cross that bridge when I get to it, as we are about to cross this one. You might need to just open the cylinder drains because we are priming a little bit.
I'll be right.
Oh yeah, the Thomas and the Magic Railroad Bridge with the missing central pillar. Permanent Wade team done a cracking job of welding the rails together there. They're so strong, the welds are so strong that you don't need bridge supports. I have to say it's been quite nice actually to take a bit of a back seat, let you drive.
I'll tell you what, Reese, not flying along at like 90 mile an hour, you do actually have to properly drive.
You have to I think you have to concentrate more, because when you're powering along on the main line, it's just a case of, is it green? Yeah. Or is the road set? Most likely, yeah.
Yeah.
Whereas this, it's all... A lot more happens in a short space of time, doesn't it?
Yeah. On mainline, you just sort of full reg it and then away you go. Whereas with this, particularly seen as, I don't know if it has a running position, but if it does, I can't find it. Which means that I can't just set the brakes and leave it either. I've got to like actively brake and back it off and...
It's a nice little line. I have to say, this is one of the underrated routes of Train Sim. And I thought that when it came out as well, and according to the chat, there's a new version that I haven't played with. So I'll certainly look into that. The thing about the whistle, right? Every time the loco whistles, I'm so used to that whistle being the AWP subscription noise. So every time you blow the whistle, I think, is that a subscriber? Is that a super chat? Is it anything? You know, it could be. 16,000 people have just subscribed.
That was on Oakley-Moor Bar Tart. It wouldn't be a me driving if I hadn't done on Oakley-Moor Bar Tart on a Great Western loco.
No, that's true.
It's just the rules. You've just got to do it.
Are we stopping at Goodrington?
Yeah, we're stopping at Goodrington. We better pick up those people that we booted off earlier.
Well, they would have got their ice creams by now, wouldn't they?
Well, you'd hope so.
What time?
Depends how many we booted off and like whether it was a 20-year-old enthusiastic ice cream server or whether it were like a 50-year-old can't really be bothered anymore ice cream server.
Well, what I think has happened is they got to the beach, realised that somebody did a poo in one of the change-in rooms, and they've all come back in disgust to the train station.
It's probably been cordoned off with environmental health coming out to
close everything
to dispose of it. Like in Monsters Inc. when he gets a sock on his back and they all burst in all hazmat suits.
Oh, was it the 2819? That's it.
Something like that.
We got a 2819! We got a 2819! Hey, Jordan's Railway Simulator's in the chat. Hello, Jordan. Welcome to the chat. Jordan, how are you doing with the 1400? See what happens when he hears that. So, just for you guys, everybody watching the live stream who's interested in Over the Hills, Jordan there, Jordan's Railway Simulator, has been working on the loco face commissions for me. So, what happens is basically each loco, we found a way, or Jordan found a way to script them. Almost like putting a headboard or a lamp or something on a loco. He found a way to apply the faces. And that way you can press a keyboard command and you can change the faces that way. And by doing that, with all the different characters in the series, it speeds filming up so much, because the way I was doing it before is that each loco would have an individual asset for each eye position and each face position, and with like 16 different faces and then like another 16 eye positions, you could just imagine like the list of locos, it was just hundreds for one loco. So that's what Jordan's been working on for each loco for the first episode so far, and a few others. Dane of Force Games has been doing some commissions over the last 12 months or so. He's largely done for the time being, probably because I can't really afford to pay for anything at the minute. But I am hoping to commission him to do a few more things in the future.
He's doing some stuff for me while he's in the meantime.
Yeah, you're going through the right platform. That's what I was trying to do. I was trying to set this set of points, Sam.
What you did is you just set every single point the wrong direction.
Look, Sam, there's a play area with a train on it.
It's a train! We should be on that one instead. We're more qualified to handle that.
We are far more qualified to operate that one. Sorry, back to the actual drive, and then you need to concentrate while we're going into a station.
You know what we said about timing?
Yeah, I'm great at that. Hey Sam, since I've had my kids, right, I now drive down the motorway, I look out the window and I go, tractor! Even if there's no one in the car. Look, there's a tractor, or there's a combine harvester in the field.
Love it.
Jordan has said, faces are all basically done. I've got some headboards to throw onto them. Oh, there we are. So the 1400s are nearly done. So, and he needs to adjust the pugs, the L and Y pugs, and he needs to adjust the 5600 class. And I think loco-wise, that's it for the first episode. I can't remember off the top of my head. I need to have another good look at the script.
I was going to say, really, we need to have a proper chat about it and sit down and look at it and all that malarkey.
Oh, it's basically become insane, Sam. Like, the script has almost got to, like, 80 pages or something. And
Jeez.
I did a recording of it.
Yeah.
Just to see how it was, and it was like 3.5 or just over 3 hours.
Ooh.
So I'm gonna have to split the first episode in two. So it's gonna be like an hour and a half. I think it'll still release on the same day, like part 1 and part 2, but it gives people the chance to take a break in between.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, I suppose I could release it like one on one day and one the next day or something.
You could release it as a movie.
I was thinking about doing it as a movie, but I think it is going to be 3+ hours, and I think that's too long.
Lord of the Rings fans say otherwise.
Well, yeah, but their content's a lot better than mine, let's be fair. I mean, I will be honest with you, I will quite happily sit down and I'll watch the extended versions of Lord of the Rings. Absolutely.
You're not aiming for the double-figure Oscars, then?
No. In fact, Northern Soul Express says 80 pages. It's going to be more than that because the script isn't finished. There's large parts of the script still left to write.
What we've done is we've just massively overcomplicated everything, haven't we?
Pretty much. But I think
what?
You know,
it's funny we mention Lord of the Rings because that's pretty much what we've done. We've done a Tolkien.
Yeah.
Instead of using 2 words to describe something, we've sort of described everything.
Sakika's turns on the TV as a wicked awkward fart is heard. Well, did the microphone actually pick that up? Because I did have a massive fart. I think the speed limit's 10 up ahead by the pacer.
10, you say?
10 mile an hour.
We've got time yet, then.
Yeah, I can't remember where the 10 mile an hour limit starts.
Probably already in it.
But we are... Let's just see. How far?
No, not yet. We've got time yet.
We are massively behind time, so... You know...
Well, we did have to wait for you to go to the toilet halfway along.
You can't blame me for that. We were massively late before I even went to the toilet break. Yeah, 10 speed limit.
Cool.
But we... Uh-oh.
Was that AWS?
It was, yes. Oh no, it's not AWS, that's ATC, isn't it?
Oh yeah, because we're Great Western.
Well, I don't think these locos are AWS fitted. Oh, that's a bit of a no-no, what we just did.
It's fine.
Well, at least
we didn't run over anyone.
We're going into the right platform.
And because it's Train Simulator, even if the gates were shut, there's still a high chance we would have run over someone anyway.
Yeah. Right then, do you want to go to your side to take her in?
Nah.
Oh, you dropped out.
Nah.
You just dropped off Discord for a moment.
Yeah. Nah, I'm good stopping on this side.
The Great Westerner says, "What is your favourite class of pannier tank?" Probably would be the 5700.
The 5700 is just iconic, isn't it?
It's just the generic engine.
It is the pannier tank.
But then, it is unfair to say, is it your favourite? Because there are so many different pannier... Actually, no, I'm going to take all that back. I've just realised. It's not my favourite. My favourite pannier tank, and I'm going to piss off an awful lot of people when I say this, is Brookfield.
Hey!
The industrial pannier. The one that is almost finished on the Mangaps Farm Railway. And unofficially, I believe, and I've been told this by a few people, they intend it to return to Blaenavon. I don't know when, but that is going to be... I'm just going to be vegging out over that. I'm literally just going to go sit at the line side and just wait for it to turn up.
It's a well-known fact that industrial engines are superior to all other forms. What are you panicking about, Reese?
I think we're going to need water, by the way. Something tells me we're going to need water.
Right. I'll hand over to you, Len.
Go on then, I'll take over for a bit. Am I driving now?
You're driving now.
Okay. So there you are, chaps. You've seen Sam do the first run. We are... What time? That clock is not right, is it?
Yeah, it is.
How is that? It's 11:15.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. The
clock, I bet that clock.
The texture is reversed, isn't it?
I was going to say, I bet if we look at that from the other side...
It'll be correct. Yeah, the texture's reversed. Okay, that makes sense. Right, we'll put the handbrake on. Do some sucking. Sucky, sucky. Go on, you can uncouple us if you want. Since we're running going under. Since we're running so late, I think we might as well just cancel the next departure and just, like, improvise a new service.
I think we should run to timetable and just ignore anyone who wants to get on or off. We've stopped now.
Well, we've missed the next train.
Whoop.
He's in. I'll take us to the water tower. Would help if I took the brake off.
So what time are we due out?
Good question.
What are we on? We're on 11:15 now. Were we due out at 11 or?
I'll have to let me stop by the water tower and then we'll take a look at the timetable.
Yeah.
Because we've only got 600 gallons left. We're going to need a top up. Oh, that's too early. Too early. I bet I've done it too early. Oh. Do you reckon this...
Reese?
What?
Don't panic. Okay, now you can panic.
Now we can panic. Yeah, it's too early, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Another problem we have in train sim that we don't have in real life.
Ah! Okay, that's not gone brilliantly.
Oh, it gets better.
Have I missed it?
But that's not doing out.
Hang on, I need to shut the reg. That's just made it worse. It'll go eventually. The steam chest will die down. Hang on, just let the steam chest die. There we are. Let's try it again. Are you joking? Right, let's try cheating. Hang on. There's no water tower. Oh wait, I know. We gotta go through the run round, and then it's gotta be.
Yeah, go on the other side.
Yeah. Okay, we'll try that. Because the watering point might be set on the loop, mightn't it?
It could well be.
Let's try that.
I mean, I wouldn't think it would be, but seeing as it's not working there, and you couldn't get much closer than that.
I was pretty cock on then, wasn't I? There's no way... Do we need coal? No, we got 8 tons of coal.
I don't know. We could get through that. It depends what kind of coal we've got.
Oh. Fits like a glove.
So, do you fancy taking that digger instead?
Yeah, let's just drive the digger. I think we'd be a lot more confident.
You said you wanted to drive a diesel.
Do you know what? I would really love to be able to drive one of them in this game. Just like loading up the coal, just fill it up, fill the bucket with coal and chuck it in the bunker. Let's see. When we move ahead, do we have...
Have you set the points?
No. Yes. There's still no water tower on there.
There's a little...
Let's check the doobie.
Doobie-doobie-doo.
Yeah, it's there, isn't it?
Let's zoom away.
Yeah, PDSR water tower.
I don't know, that looks like it could be set on the straight to me. We'll find out.
Yeah, you're right, it might be. You watch now, we'll have to quit the scenario because we can't get water. Might be something to feed back to Goldsmith scenarios.
It might work on the updated version, Reese.
Oh, it might do, actually. I am not very good at driving this thing.
I've spilt my tea all down my sen.
Yes!
Hey!
Oh, thank God for that. Woo! It's a standard Great Western feature that the water goes into the top of the boiler, straight through the clacks. You know, never mind the water tanks.
How do injectors work, Reese?
Right, you've got to K and L to open the water, and they just open all the way.
Yeah.
And then you open the valve, and it just opens all the way. And then with your mouse, you have to just manually adjust.
Oh, that's going to be good.
Yeah, they're annoying as hell.
Wait, go back to the... Can I... Okay.
No, you can't. The shift mouse button doesn't work for some reason.
There's no like individual control for that, is there?
Not on this one, no.
Okay, that's going to be a problem.
Well, just have to do our best.
And then...
If you have trouble, just let me know and I'll take over it.
I'll lay off.
The injectors are off. Now that one's on. That's off. When they're pointing
They're
down,
off.
they're off. And now the water valves are shut.
Cool.
Right, are we full? I think we're full.
Well, we just had the water open, so I'm just topping up a bit.
Yeah, we got 2,000 gallons.
Right.
Let's get going.
For anyone in the chat, what time are we due off?
Well, it's 11:23, so I guess we'll just call it the 11:30 departure. Why
That'll
are we
do.
going backwards?
We're busy going backwards.
Uh-oh. The reg's jammed. Oh, God. Oh, God. Hang on. No! Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God. Help! Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God. The brakes. Right, okay. We didn't set the road up ahead. Oh, the points are against us and everything. Oh, just a minor trouser accident there. I tell you what, I'm going back on my side. It's Great Western, so I'm going out this side. The correct side.
Do you plan on moving them?
Yeah, eventually. I don't know why he does that. I assume it's because there's condensate or something. The reg just seems to stick open.
You know, I haven't had that issue with it while I've been driving.
I was wondering, was it something to do with like using Parsec again? There's a stop board.
That won't stop us.
I just realised we haven't done the lamps.
Yeah, be right. We can worry about that when we're coupled on.
Oh, I know why there's a stop board. Because of the level crossing gates. See, now the reg's just done it again. Slam it shut.
Oh no!
See, the reg just did it again. It just opened itself. That was an uncommanded regulator control. I'm going to go ahead and assume that that's a weird Parsec thing and nothing to do with the actual loco, though.
Reese, I'm hearing alarm bells.
Well, there wasn't me. It's all the cars. It's whatever we hit has probably done that. just in case.
I'm gonna get a policeman coming along going, oh, you can't park there, mate.
Gonna get a parking fine any minute now.
It's alright, there's no double yellows.
Bad workman blames his tools, says Welshman 2008.
I could make a really mean comment there. But I'm not going to because I'm being nice. But I want to.
Oh yeah, this is the workshop where things are restored. Sam.
Reese!
Yeah? Oh crap, we're doing a Flying Scotsman! Stop!
Reese,
like a glove.
driving first, looking at the workshop later.
Oh, situational awareness. Well, do you want to hop down and guide me on?
Do you need me to?
Yeah, go on then.
Oh boy.
We very nearly did a Flying Scotsman then. I love it, like as soon as that incident happened with Scotsman reversed onto the coach, it was just the amount of memes that just appeared straight away of like Scotsman was reversing onto the coaches and then there was trouble. Bang!
It's the one where someone did the edit with Henry and the buffet car, didn't they, where it's like,
Oh yeah.
the peas and cakes went everywhere. Right, Reese, you've got about
20 feet.
You've got about 200 foot here to go.
Okay.
Give it some beans. You're alright. 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 You're alright.
There we are.
Squeeze up.
Ooh,
Yeah, that'll do.
we are actually squeezed up. Train Sim doesn't realise it, but we are actually squeezed up there.
Right, going under.
Going under.
Have you got the anti-launching into space brakes on?
Yes.
Good, because I wouldn't feel very comfortable doing this if you didn't.
Boing. And there goes your vacuum. It's a good Evanescence song, that is. Going under.
Right, I suppose I better see if...
I haven't put rock on for ages, so she might need something.
Nah, she's alright for rock.
Oh, my legs are absolutely killing me now. You should hear the change in the sound.
Yeah.
Oh, you might have the wrong injector open for that valve.
There we go.
No, that's not. I don't think that's working, is it?
Yeah.
Go to the exter... That's off. Oh.
Can you hear that little hiss?
No, I mean, that's the correct sound. That sounds like it's working.
Yeah.
Right, well, what's the timing game? It is... Oh, 11:30. We're due off.
Do we have to hold R or...
Yeah, you gotta hold R to shovel.
We'll stick a few rounds on.
Jaden Charlotte says he's going down to Paignton on Sunday, hopefully to see the manor. Which manor is it? Is it Earlstroke Manor?
Lidham.
Lidham Manor, the set's...
Yeah, it will. Lidham Manor were there when I went, and I absolutely loved that loco. Absolutely loved it.
Right then, I guess we're due off.
Right. Right away. If you've done the lamps.
No, I am. Hey, that's a fireman's job. Go on.
Right.
Go do the lamps. Control Shift 4, I think it is. Yeah, you got it. Yeah, Lydium Manor. Yeah, your injector's gone off.
Right, it's K and I, and there's no shift. I just need to manually do it.
Yeah,
cool.
you have to do it in
Right.
your hand.
Right, I'm ready.
You happy?
I'm happy,
We need-
and I know it.
Do we need to set the road because we got a red? I thought we did it already. Oh, you go now. You're going in. Yeah, that's it. And then we need a point there.
We don't need to set it further up because we're already going the wrong way.
So why have we got a red?
Let's ignore it, it's probably fine.
I mean, that's everything's set correctly, isn't it?
It's saying green.
I mean, we're correctly going. I mean, that's all set. Nah. Let's go. Oh, we got virtually no boiler pressure.
Yeah, I've just noticed that. I suppose I better start doing my job now.
Yeah. Well, I'm not entirely sure why we've got a red signal there. Oh,
yeah, it's green
it's
now.
because of the level crossing, isn't it?
What were the ideal fire mass again? We're at 515 or 715?
515.
515, I'll let it drop.
Yeah, it must have been because of the level crossing. That's why it wasn't letting us have a red. It wasn't giving us a green.
Yeah. Whoop.
Oh,
Yep.
sorry.
There we go.
So, out of all the people in the chat, has anyone bought the new 1500 class? Are you going to buy it, Sam?
Eventually, probably.
Yeah.
I buy most Steam train DLC, certainly English stuff. It depends when I need to reskin something for it.
Yeah. I'm not sure where the 25-mile-an-hour limit sign is.
I think we're into it now.
How's the fire looking alright?
Well, we're not down to 500 yet, so... Dampers open, blowers open. Driving at full reg and full reverser probably isn't going to help it though.
Why is it showing 98% steam?
The BMG locos are a bit weird with that. It's not actually open 98%. It's something to do with where the steam flow scripted on it.
Yeah.
so it always shows it as being more than what it actually is.
Just pulling into Goodrington Sands. God, the boiler pressure is tanked, doesn't it?
Yeah, and it doesn't seem to be wanting to come back either.
We're going to cook some kippers in the firebox on the shovel. We got the bacon on the way. We'll put some jacket potatoes in the smoke box and covered in foil in the cinders.
Yeah, that'll do. In fact, can we do a whole roast dinner in there?
I would love to like have a cooking, or if somebody like Laurie's Mechanical Marvels or some YouTube channel wants to go and try something different, an actual cooking on the Footplate YouTube program, that would actually work really well.
Yeah. Food from the Footplate.
Food on the Footplate. That would be such a good little mini series, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
I would watch it. But like not just doing your you could do your normal stereotypical things like egg and bacon, but try some other things.
You can start with the beginner's level with your bacon and egg, and you can progress up to your advanced level with like your roast chicken.
Oh, actually cooking like a roast chicken in the smoke box.
We've done similar on the Worth Valley before.
That would be an awesome YouTube channel. But then like do bits where you see bits of the Footplate turn. So like now we've put the chicken in the smoke box. It's time to run up from Goodrington, and we're going to open the reg a bit to make sure it cooks.
Now you want to set your oven to second valve to make sure you get a really good draw of heat through.
And if you find there's pink bits in the middle, make sure you open that blower fully. There's a YouTuber called Heist Out in America that does that. It's called K37 Kitchen. He's the guy that's he's making that game, Century of Steam. I absolutely hate that guy. Do you know why? He did a trip to Bosnia, right? And he was taking pictures of the Kriegslocks. Oh, we got the right away from the guard. And he was taking pictures of the Kriegslocks shunting around at that coal mine. And they stopped, and the driver and the fireman call him over and go, come on up the Footplate. And I was like, you jammy git. And then his wife or his girlfriend is filming the train coming back up the other set of sidings. And she's like, oh yeah, of course he's sitting at the controls. They let him bloody drive. Seriously. Because he was like, oh yeah, I do this back in the USA. And they're like, oh, do you want to drive? And he was like, hell yeah. So, not jealous whatsoever. And we're heading off to Kingswear. But we got a bit more boiler pressure this time, Sam.
I know, it were flying up until you opened the reg.
I know, imagine needing steam to actually move. I mean, how selfish of me.
I know.
I would...
Trying to cook me dinner in here. There's you wasting all steam on moving passengers around.
I mean, whose stupid idea was that to move passengers around? We've got...
It's not like they're paying anything.
We've got 98 customers on board that want their dinners. Victorian sponge cake done in the smoke box. Says Simplex 1988. That's cool. Lewis is asking, could he put pizza in there? I mean, I suppose technically you could cook a pizza inside the smoke box, but I think the big problem is, like, it would just get covered in soot and it wouldn't be edible. So whatever you cook in there needs to be covered in foil or covered in some way. And the type of thing I'm thinking is, could you cook like a stew or a pot meal, but obviously inside a cast iron pot? You know, those like really old-fashioned big cast iron pots?
Yeah.
And if you prepared a stew that's just going to simmer all day in the smoke box, but obviously you'd have to be almost like a pressure cooker, because you wouldn't be able to let it get too much pressure, otherwise it would go potty ping. Yeah, your injector's not going. It's
Yeah, I know.
that's the cab door. Oh, back up. I think that's got it. Sam, I think you seem to have hit a bit of a sweet spot. Whatever you're doing there, we seem to be sustaining... no, I take it back.
That's injecting now, though.
Well, we're losing steam quite rapidly there, so I'll notch you back a bit. Or gradient. Oh,
Alright, we can handle it.
we are climbing a bit. Stick the reg through the roof. Lewis says all of those things sound really delicious. Sakikard says steak wouldn't be a bad idea. Again, with steak you need to cook it in some way that's not exposing it to soot and ash. And the problem with cooking on the footplate, like on the fire, is you need a clean shovel and you need to make sure it doesn't get sucked up into the fire.
Yeah, you can only do it while you're stationary.
As Jeremy Clarkson found out.
The best thing about that isn't that, it's the fact that either some poor cleaner had to go in after and scrape a bit of charred bacon off the tubes, or some poor bloke were driving along on motorway and suddenly got a bit of raw bacon flapping on his windscreen.
Well, she's going along alright now, Sam.
We should be injecting now as well.
Lewis said he's going to start volunteering at the Tanfield Railway. That's good, well done. Welshman 2008 says he's cooked a soup in a can on a shovel of 5541. Ah, come on, soup is cheating. All you do is like put it somewhere and it gets heated. Like if you just open a can, it's not really cooking, is it? That's just warming it up. You could have just put it in a microwave. Like if you actually made the ingredients for the soup, I'd say fair enough. Simplex 1988 says yes you can. Fireman on my first turn as cleaner did a lamb dancer curry in a pot in the smoke box on Sir Keith Park and the lamb fell off the bone. Wow, that sounds really good. But yeah, that's what I was saying, is it needs to be in like a pot.
Yeah, it's got to be in a container of some sort.
It's got to be like covered to stop the soot. Because, I mean, if you put it in the fire, it's just going to char instantly, so it's got to go in the smoke box. But it's got to be covered, because it's just going to get covered in soot and ash.
Yep. Bit of extra carbon.
You happy with the fire and everything?
Yeah, happy enough.
We're not going quite as fast as I would like, but you know, she is sustaining it. That's the important thing.
Aye.
Magic Railroad Bridge.
When we get off this hill into Churston, I'm going to whack the injectors on.
Speaking of which, we better just make sure the...
It is.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because we went into the wrong platform, didn't we?
Yep.
Simplex says he's cooked steaks, lamb chops and famous burgers on the shovel. Oh no, burgers would be quite good to do on a footplate.
Yeah. I can see burgers working.
Carbon monoxide. The shovel would be wiped with a rag and then use steam from the injector to clean it. I mean, if you think about it, that's actually a very good method of cleaning, because it would sterilise it quite well, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, why run the reg shirt?
Try now. Have you tried Shift A, Shift D?
I'm trying.
10-mile-an-hour zone.
It did that weird thing again. Yeah. Sorry guys, that was my fault there. That was a weird glitch that we get with parsecs sometimes. The reg just did weird stuff.
I hate to say it, Reese, but we are not in the station.
Are we not? Oh, okay. The more you know. I'm also hate to say, but the water's looking a little bit low.
Well, it would have been alright, but you just slammed on the brakes, so it's now just all gone flying into the smoke box.
Yeah, my bad.
We should be injecting anyway.
Whack them on if you want.
We've got one on, that'll do.
But we haven't got long at Churston, man. Yeah, it's doing it again, look.
I never had this issue, you know, Reese. Just putting that out there.
I mean, my shift key is not working. No. It seems to have worked there. I have a feeling, you know, the keyboard on my laptop, I think some of the keys are starting to not work properly.
Yeah. I'll wait till you've stopped before I try doing anything with engine.
Yeah, I was going to say you need to get them injectors on.
Well, there's one on, that'll be good enough for us.
Go on, do what you need to. We are stopped. Oh, my legs hurt, ow. In time, Sam, I'm going to get a new desk for my office.
Aye?
I really want one of those desks that you can raise up and down.
Yeah?
Because my wife's got one, and she's got a desk that's right behind mine. But it's one of those ones that goes, it's an electric one that goes up and down, so you can actually stand at the desk.
Yeah.
Now, I thought they were a bit of a gimmick when she first had it delivered, because she works for the Welsh Government. Do you know how much they spent on it?
Go on.
£1,600. So it's no wonder the Welsh Government has no money when they're spending £1,600 on a desk. But
Yeah.
the desk itself is brilliant. I'll be fair, and you'd think so for that price. I think it's your other injector, mate. Or are the sounds just messing around? I don't think.
Hang on a minute.
No, I don't think that's working, is it?
No.
Something weird going on.
Because that's just spitting until it gets to like there. But then it just sounds like steam rather than...
Yeah, just try the other injector for a minute, just see what happens. Because maybe it's... Well, there's plenty of pressure, so it should be working.
See, Latin's fine.
Yeah, it seems to work well at certain pressures and not work well. Maybe it's failed.
Maybe. I mean, the boiler water, it's been holding steady, but it's not been going up.
Yeah. Well, I think that's the exhaust injector, isn't it?
Yeah, so do I.
Try the live injector now, see if it works. Or just run the water through it for a bit and just see if that cools it down, maybe. Oh, you got it. You see, see it's open a little bit more that time?
Yeah.
I think that's got something to do with it. Right then, let's go. And hopefully, I mean, it's all downhill until Kingswear, so you got a bit of time to get some water in.
Yeah, what's worrying me though is that it's all downhill, which means hot water's going to go straight to the front of the boiler.
Simplex says, when you get a chance, YouTube a video called Raising the Stakes, and it's two guys at the Midland Railway Centre.
See what I mean about the boiler water?
Yeah, it's all gone forward because are we on? Yeah, 1 in 73 downhill now.
So that's like dropped by like 10%.
Regulator sticking open again.
Yeah. I think it's because you're going into second valve.
Yeah, try. Can you hold shift a sec? Yeah, that's it.
There, yeah.
For some reason, my shift key's not doing it. I'll try.
That's odd.
Let me try it. Oh, see, it did it.
Oh, there you go.
It did it that time. I've been trying to do that. That's what I was trying to do before, and it just wasn't working.
Yeah.
Oh well, you got a bit of time now to get some water in. We're doing all right.
Plenty of time.
Nathan Swale says, all right. Hello, Nathan Swales. Greenway Halt. Are we stopping at Greenway Halt?
We'll stop on the way back.
On the way back again?
Yeah.
Right, now I gotta do some heavy braking.
Yep. See how you find it, because I found the braking harder than the accelerating. Like I said, I couldn't find a running position with it.
There doesn't seem to be a running position. Enter in a tunnel. I guess you just gotta kind of hold it around 18 or 19.
That's what I were trying to do.
Zackyard says he wants to go to Nando's. I haven't been to Nando's in ages.
Can't afford it.
No.
You'll have to eat Lego instead.
Hell yeah. Lego Nando's. That's what I'm gonna do.
If you go on Bricklink, there is you can search parts. And we've got them all categorised and everything. And you can actually find Lego chicken.
Lego chicken.
You have a choice though between like a chicken drumstick or like a full roast chicken.
Nice. Of course that you would have seen that. Of course you would have.
I spend way too much time on Bricklink. Way too much time.
Well, one of the things that I'm glad I've done, I've built this 3801 now, right? But it's given me appreciation of like how to build a chassis, how to build a boiler, that sort of thing. Because that's the things I wasn't really sure about. Because I'd like to build a pannier tank. I'd like to build a couple of industrial locos.
Yep.
So I went to the Severn Valley Railway Lego show a week ago or whenever it was.
Yeah.
And that was really cool, seeing the layouts that they had set up there, the Lego train sets. But there was a guy and he had like a Longmore military railway type railway. And he had a couple of austerity 060s running on it.
See, if you want to do diesel locomotives or electric locomotives. That's not too difficult to do, but the problem with Lego is that it's very difficult to do good steam locomotives.
Oh, it's incredibly difficult.
One, because Lego's mostly square and steam locos are mostly round. But
Imagine
two,
the
because of the
VOR
wheels.
Oh
You know-
gosh. You know the wheels and the motion and the cranks and the rods. I spent £60 on them
Yep,
for 38
There's
to 1.
just-
'Cause
there's
they're-
not a lot of them out there.
because they're all 3D printed parts and they're like custom built parts.
Exactly.
So, you know, they're like £4.50 per wheel.
Yep.
So
And like, as a Lego purist, that's like, I don't want to do that because I want to only use proper Lego.
well,
And that makes it even harder.
yeah, you can't really, can you? It's
You can, it's just difficult. Very difficult.
There's a few different locos I fancy making next in Lego. I think the next one's going to be the double tender Flying Scotsman. There's a Black 5 I'd like to have a go at. There's, what else? Oh, I slowed down a bit too much there.
I'd like to see you try and make your own in Stud.io.
I'm going to have a go one day, but I want to do a couple more kits first just to make sure I got like the hang of how to build the chassis and everything. Oh,
Yeah.
Zaki Card says Leander. Someone did make a Jubilee, but there's no instructions yet for it, so I'm just... If they do release them, I would do a Jubilee. Cluckers the Soul says, imagine if Footplate... Let me try that again. Imagine if patrons were involved in virtual footplates. Nice driving, lads. Well, I mean, the problem with that, Cluckers, if you have too many people in the call, it just becomes too crowded, and then nobody can really like talk, nobody can hear what's going on. So we try, and that's why I only do live streams with Sam now, because it's very, very difficult.
Yeah. We've done odd race here and there with Michael, haven't we? And
Yeah, Michael
Yeah,
and Tom before the singles race, wasn't it?
yeah. But it does get... If you have too many people, it does get difficult. It gets harder to keep it PG as well.
Yeah, very, very much so. Because despite
depending on
popular
who you
opinion,
have.
I do try and not swear, even though that does go out the window quite a lot. I try as much as I can to keep it PG.
But I think we do all right for PG.
For the most part, yeah, I think we do. You know,
Maybe 12, but we're not like 15 or 18.
I'd say, you know, it's a bit like a workplace. There's not loads of swear words, but occasionally you do get a little bit of rude humour.
Yeah.
I do try as much as we can not to. What else was I saying? Oh, Lego locos. I did make a little list of locos to make, actually. Let's have a quick look, just while we're pulling into Kingswear.
Reese? No.
Yes.
No. Driving first, Lego second.
Yeah, so, oh, that was, I've made 3801 in green.
We will go paddling in the river.
Yes, I know. Don't worry, I am watching. Why have we got a red? Oh crap, the head shunt. That's why. 3802. I am gonna build another 38 at some point. And it'll be in black, the streamlined black livery.
Just a quick question, Reese.
Yeah.
Is your wife listening and does she watch your videos?
No.
Because if she is and does, you could be in big trouble here.
Well, I'm not going to do it for, you know, it's not going to be like just a little bit of time until that happens, I think. Just to financially recover. When I get my promotion as well, it'll be easier. Get my credit cards paid off. Oh yeah, there's the A3 So Flying Scotsman double tender, but I was thinking about like doing a BR green one,
Yeah.
but not Flying Scotsman, to do like Salmon Trout or Robert the Devil, or I might even do a blue one, you know, Robert the Devil.
Good old salmon trout.
There's also an
Did you know my granddad drove that?
Did he?
No.
No, you just made that up. There's a
Well, it's an A3, innit?
A4 Pacific. I'm going to do 6007 Sir Nigel Gresley.
Grezzers.
There's a GCR 8K, but it's the Australian one. Oh, boiler's nearly full, Sam. You've already done it.
Yeah, we've been up to one and we're now going back down again with the boiler water level.
Yeah. Oh, Sam, you're going to like this. The next loco I'm going to build after the A3 is the SMR10 class.
Ah.
The South Maitland
The hench.
Railway. The hench.
Those
tank.
are the hench boys.
Yes.
It's like someone took an 8F and said, what if we made it a tank engine?
Well, it's the Robinson 04, the GCR 8K, and they just cut up the tender and welded some tanks on it.
I love the tank class. The very pretty looking engines.
I love them. I absolutely love them, and also all of them are preserved.
Yeah, which I think that's got to be for a full class of loco. That's got to be unique.
I don't think there's many classes out there that can say that they've been preserved in their entirety.
Not like a full class anywhere. You might get like a class of 2 or, like small type things, but...
Right, Sam, you can uncouple us when you're ready.
Righto.
Zaki Card says, has anyone tried making an S160? I've never seen one S160, but I imagine that
Going under?
Going under. I imagine that would be quite hard, actually. But yeah, once I've done a few more kit builds, the Capital Loco kits ones, they're really nice to build, actually. I'm going to have a go doing my own one. And I probably will try a pannier tank. But then I would like to make some Great Western locos, because I've seen a few that people have made, and I always
Right, when you're ready.
Yeah, okay. And I always find that the boilers are a little bit small, but I mean, of course, I'm speaking as someone that's never made an MOC on my own, so it is unfair to say that without ever trying myself. Ooh.
Yeah, I can say that making your own Lego models is a lot harder than it seems. Especially if you want to make them look good. And especially if you're trying to make something that's real world and awkward.
Do you reckon that's cleared the point? Ooh. Then we need to set the point by the diesel as well.
Little Daddy Diesel.
Just got to remember not to crash into him.
Do you know what? We'll set it onto the diesel.
Yeah.
Because then if we crash into it, it should go buff instead of tipping it over.
Yeah. Alright, fair enough.
Right. Off we pop.
And before we do, I will just save the game just in case we do mess it up.
By we, you mean...
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, I was going to show you just before we do set off.
Yep.
Sploosh.
It's fine. That temporary container will save us.
If you run through the buffers, you go in for a swim.
Actually, first we're going to knock out that little bridge. But ferry.
I have to say, Dartmouth looks pretty nice from by here.
It is.
I'm gonna...
Well, it looks it anyway.
I'm gonna look for the new version of this route, because it's probably a lot better. This route is really nice and well detailed, but if it's been updated, then I imagine it'll be even better. Big Daddy Diesel for Over the Hills. No. Oh, I did see a comment earlier about an A3 in Over the Hills. I'm going to give some spoilers. Yes, there will be one.
His name is Jeffrey.
Jeffrey.
And he's a writing knobhead.
There's also going to be a cathedral. There's also going to be Princess Royal. And I'm considering, should there be something big and Southern as well?
No.
No? Alright. Screw the Southern. We'll just leave them out.
Screw the Southern. If you're going to go for Southern, you've got to go for pre-grouping.
I don't know, because I kind of think, you know, for that particular, you know, loco selection, it's based on what we think Billy Butlin would have chosen.
Yeah, true.
And we know he was actually after the Kings. But I think BR or the Western Region Board were being, well, dicks about it, and they either wanted too much money, or they'd already scrapped them or committed them to be scrapped, and they wouldn't go back on it. Something like that. Because he would have had one or two Kings.
Yeah.
But then at the same time, why didn't he get one of the ones that went to Barry Scrapyard? You know, that's also a question.
Yeah.
Bullied leader for Over the Hills. Get the petition started. Oh, no more petitions for AWP. I think we've been traumatised enough by AWP petitions. Spam can. Of course there's going to be a spam can. It'd probably be a Battle of Britain or something.
I'd say pre-group. I'd go for like an Atlantic. Something like that.
I mean, that would be quite nice to do like a beachy head or something.
Yeah.
Will we clear the point? Yes. Tangmere. Zaki Yards, I try to, for Over the Hills loco choices, I do try as much as I can. It doesn't always work, but to choose locos that weren't preserved.
The only thing is, whenever we're picking something for Over the Hills, we're not just picking it out of nowhere, we're trying to justify it as well. So if we're going for something that hasn't been preserved in real life, we've got to look at why it wasn't preserved and if there was any way to get around it.
Yeah, I mean, each character is having some form of backstory. Like, I would like, as much as I would love to have a night owl, you've got to create a backstory as to why a night owl is there. I mean, there's going to be a cathedral. Why? Because I was one of the team of guys who paid to have the cathedrals made for Train Sim. So of course there's going to be a cathedral in the series. But there's also going to be quite a good backstory as to how he was preserved and ends up on the line. So it's not just, here's a cathedral, deal with it. And I think that's like the whole point of the storytelling of why we're doing this reboot, is to really enhance the background information and the depth of world, if that makes sense.
It just makes everything real rather than made up. It means that everything's believable. Even if, I mean, some of the stuff we're doing is pretty extraordinary, but you look at the real life stories behind it and they're equally as extraordinary.
Oh yeah.
Right, I'll walk you on.
Go on then. Is Over the Hills in the 77C universe? Yes, I believe so.
Right. Keep coming.
Because Blindberris Cathedral is going to
Keep coming.
going to appear in Tales of New Wessex, but he's also going to
keep coming.
Prematurely break then, because I thought we were going to run away.
Keep coming. Keep coming.
I think.
Keep coming.
I think we are pushed up.
Squeeze up.
Oh, almost.
Stop, stop, stop.
Just let that steam dissipate
Yeah.
before you get scolded. Oh, hang on. Reg's doing that thing again. Oh, come on. Hang on.
You've just melted my face off.
Yeah. You've just been cooked like a boil in the bag rice. Go on then. Under you go. Back to
There we are. That's what we're cooking. That's tonight's meal. Going under.
Let's see. Did Andy build him or told him to F off the rails?
Going under.
Hundreds of random entries. Yeah, going under it. Going under.
Right.
High Lane Production says it depends on whether or not you want the cathedral to be your own one, I suppose. We did write the official history document. That one got preserved in the museum. Yeah, but that was 8012 Llandaff Cathedral, which was preserved by the National Museum of Wales. And is later taken out of the museum and put back on the main line. The one for Over the Hills is 8024 Blindberris Cathedral. And it's being preserved by Billy Butlin when they open up the Butlins Park. However, there might be some issues with copyright and use of trademarks and stuff with Butlins.
Go for Maplings.
So it might, yeah, even Maplins is shut down, hasn't it? So
Maplins will a BBC one for
Was
Heidi
it?
High.
Oh, was there?
Yeah.
Oh, maybe we'll do that then, or Funlins
that-
or something, you know.
That'd be a nice little tribute as well, because it's the same three people that did Heidi, Sue Pollard and all that lot. They did Dr. Beechin as well.
Yeah, I know the series. Yeah, they're really good.
I'd say change it to Maplins.
Yeah, I think it probably will end up being like that, just to avoid any problems with Butlins. Great Western says, do you think you will buy the PLD 5700 and 8750? Absolutely.
What time are we due off, Reese?
Whenever. We're not really following the timetable very well, are we?
Well, we're trying.
We're just doing as and when. Yeah, set the... Oh, should we go at 20 past? Because I can have another wee there.
We'll go for quarter past.
It's already...
And then you can make up for lost time.
I think it's already gone quarter past.
Nah, we're 13.
Is it? Oh, okay.
You have got
I've
1
got-
minute and 10 seconds.
I'll be right back.
70 seconds.
I am back. With 15
Oh good, you've got
seconds
15
to go.
seconds.
Suck.
Let's have a bit of suck.
And a bit of gear as well.
Let's have a bit of backwards and a bit of suck. Are you ready?
No.
Right. Full reg it is.
Full reg. You see how I chickened out with it straight away?
Yeah.
Right, we need a really good fire going up this hill, mind.
We've
then-
got one.
I did. You've got £630 on, but I put it up to 700 before we got to the big hill, and it was a bit too much, wasn't it? I think it overfired
Yeah, you
it.
killed it.
Yeah, so we'll try 600 then.
I'm trying for 500.
You reckon?
Yeah. I'm gonna let it drop. I'll start firing when it gets to about, well, ideal fire mass is supposedly 515, so I'm gonna try and keep it close to that.
Alright.
Boiler water level's pretty high, but that'll drop when we go on the grade.
Yeah.
So that should be about perfect for that. Hopefully it'll last us a while. I'm not going to start pouring on the injectors while we're trying to climb the hill.
Really,
Unless we need to.
we're running this run the wrong way round. We should be smokebox first right now.
Yeah. Plan on closing the cylinder cocks?
Alright, alright. Backseat fireman.
Well, we're priming a bit and I don't want all that water to be wasted, you see.
Well, we should dangle some hot dog sausages under the cylinder cock so they can cook while we leave them open.
Join us next week for more cooking techniques.
Can we go back to the other side?
You can do, but just beware that I can't see how much fire or water we have.
Oh, right. That's why we're this side, is it?
Yep.
Alright,
I mean,
if
Dovetail Games ever get round to it, or if we ever get any sort of third-party dev that can do something with it, being able to change the contrast on that F5 menu would be a game changer.
it would make a huge difference to the game, wouldn't it?
Even just having, like, you know, a semi-transparent background box to it or something.
Yeah, just being able to change the font and everything would be helpful as well. Guion wants a hot dog sausage. Large prairie steamed hot dogs. That's Guion, seriously, we need to get our Barbie toad. That needs to be a thing. Just coming up to the level crossing now for the ferry. Maplin's Express with Blossom the logo. No, actually I'm not going to wind it back. 60% because we are about to hit the incline.
I would wind it back a little bit.
54?
Yeah, I'd go for around the 50s.
Full reg because we are tanking boiler pressure.
Yeah, if you set the reg too high or too low, depending on direction of travel. But if you've got too much reg, then it does just tank your boiler. Not too much reg, rather. Too much reverser. I knew there was something wrong with that. Which is why when you're on hills, it's always a very fine balancing act, because if you just go, oh, it's a hill, and you shove the reg up, at the reverser up, then it just tanks your speed and your boiler pressure. There's just a sweet spot we're going up hills where it drains your boiler pressure, but it doesn't drain your speed, and that's what you want to try and aim for.
£530 on the fire now.
It's going the right way as well.
Oh, the boiler pressure's coming back up.
Have you seen the fire mass though?
523.
Not up at 700.
Yeah. Oh, look at that. The generation rate's higher than the usage rate.
Yep. When it gets to 500, I'll take it back up to 550 and let it drop again.
Yeah.
As that very helpful LMS training video that's available somewhere on YouTube tells you, Little and often.
Yeah. Or that Irish poster. That wastes coal! Open the door. That wastes coal! Open the reg. That wastes coal! Literally, like...
Is there anything I can do on this loco?
Nope.
No!
If you even look at it. That wastes coal! Well, she's finding her way up. Just Stop Oil. Oh, Lewis, mate, why? Why did you bring Just Stop Oil up?
Just stop coil.
Just Stop Coal. Talking about Just Stop Coal, have you seen that the very last shipment of Welsh coal has been and gone?
I have.
And it is the end of an era. The last
It
Welsh
is.
coal mine has gone. And something that comes quite predictably and as an absolute surprise to nobody whatsoever, the company that was opencasting is now refusing to backfill and return the land to nature as they originally agreed.
What a surprise.
What a surprise. It's almost as though people have been saying that that would happen for decades.
Yeah. Is that, are there any coal mines left in the UK now then? That can produce steam coal at least?
There are coal mines that have steam coal available, but it's whether you'll be able to get a license to actually extract it.
No, that's what I mean though, are there any operational ones?
There are a couple of operational mines left, but they're like really, really small operations.
Yeah.
And I don't know whether they are for steam coal or not. I think they're very specialised, like carbon type coals.
Yeah.
Like there's something up in the north of England somewhere. I don't know where it is, but it uses wired and cable car things.
Yeah.
But they've basically turned around. There's like 2 people working there, and they've basically said when something goes wrong and it's going to cost them loads of money to fix, they're just going to can it.
Yeah.
So it's not really got much of a future.
Hey Reese, look at this.
We're making steam and we're making speed.
Do you know what I'm going to do now?
What are you going to do? Inject? He's
Just for the
injecting.
exhaust.
Sometimes you have just got to let her find her own way up. Like I haven't touched the reverser or the reg.
I've been trying to keep this fire mass as consistent as I can. And once you get to that sweet spot with the firing, you'll find that...
She actually
the
makes steam.
Yeah, and once you make steam, that speed will take care of itself. Like, the regulator and reverse is set right there, it just needs the steam to cope with it.
High Lane Productions says they've been experimenting with these coal alternatives, haven't they?
Yeah, but I don't think they've got very far with them yet. I don't know what it's like for the small stuff, but on standard gauge they found, they thought the chemical composition of it would be too damaging to the boilers.
Well, they were trialling it on the Tallaght-Llyn Railway, and they found, I remember reading, they found you needed to burn about 30% more of it to have the same effect.
Yeah. And it's still pretty expensive even for the alternatives.
Yeah. In all honesty, I think the way it's going to go is that we're going to have new build locomotives, or new build boilers at least, running on LPG, like they do with little miniature ones in America.
We're stopping.
Yeah. Honestly, that's what I think it's going to go. It's going to be like the miniature American locos. It's almost like I planned it, mate.
There's a few that are going for oil firing, isn't there? Particularly NYMR.
North Yorkshire Moors are trialling it take the brakes off. The handbrake's on, by the way.
Right.
I don't know how that's going to work, to be honest, with the austerity. I mean, it's a pretty rough and rugged loco. So if there was ever a loco that it would be worth experimenting on, it would be a loco
They're doing it
like
to the
that.
S160 as well, aren't they?
Well, in absolute fairness, the S160 was designed to be convertible.
Yeah.
Because they didn't know whether or what kind of fuel they were going to burn in wartime service.
Yeah.
And I think probably with the WD austerities as well, it was probably the same story, wasn't it?
Probably, yeah.
Should we go?
I'm ready. You can hear that I'm ready.
The Mad Bomber predicted the future, says Highland Productions. Yeah. I think that we're going to see locomotives using LPG in big tanks but hidden within the tenders. And I'm surprised that nobody, given how successful it's been with miniature locos in America, and I'm not even talking miniature, it's like 10 and a quarter or 15-inch gauge locos. So
yeah.
that's Romany Hyde and Dymchurch size.
That's minimal rather than miniature.
Yeah. But I reckon what it needs is somebody with the impetus to try it and to prove it could work.
I don't think there's any doubt that you could heat a boiler up that way. I think it's more a question of whether it would be economical enough.
Well, I mean, the question that's coming up now, and I raised this years ago, I said to people in the heritage sector, like, what if at some point someone says you can't have coal anymore? And basically the attitude then, as it still is now, is we'll never be in a position where you can't get coal. And guess what? 2024, you can't buy coal anymore. It's literally becoming like rocking horse shit, isn't it?
It's getting there, yeah. It's getting harder and harder to get.
I can honestly see it's going to go the direction that all the heritage railways will come together and they'll have to literally organise a ship, like one ship to come from a country where they just pick up coal, dump it in the dockside somewhere, and all the different heritage railways would just have to just grab what they can from it. You know, it's bizarre.
It will have, I mean, and this is just looking at heritage, this isn't even considering the main line, which is a whole other kettle of fish. I mean, on the main line you can burn like, several tons a day. You can go for almost a full tender on a mainline trip.
Easily.
And that's like, probably about 8 tons, I'd say, maybe.
8 or 9 tons, yeah, I can believe it.
I don't think you don't normally go for a full 9 tons, but you could probably go for about 8.
Oh, can I just ask everybody watching still, how many ads are you getting, guys? Because I'm seeing this notification come up saying ads will run shortly for some viewers, but it seems to be coming up very, very regularly. So I hope it's not disturbed. Oh, crap, we gotta stop. Good driving, as always.
You really have the worst possible timing for getting distracted, don't you?
I was just slowing down for the token, that's all. Perfect token exchange.
What token exchange?
With the pretend signalman that I just made up.
The same one that was sleeping on the job earlier?
Yes. Oh, TJOC 89891 says
I've had
he pays
quite
for
a few
premium.
ads, Reese.
Have you?
Yeah.
I pay for premium, so I never get ads.
I refuse to pay.
In all fairness, I will be fair. I don't do like Netflix. I don't do Spotify or anything like that. But I do YouTube Premium because you get YouTube Music with it. So and you get like 5 users can use the same account and stuff like. It is really good if there's a few of you doing it.
Yeah.
But yeah, if it was on your own, I'd say nah, it's probably not worth it.
We've been blowing off an awful lot more on the way back, haven't we?
It's almost like we're becoming competent, Sam.
Well, we've been out of practice for 9 months. By the time we stop this, we'll know what we're doing, and then it'll be another 9 months, and we'll be back to square one again.
We won't know what we're doing anymore. And I'm just about to overshoot the platform.
Nah, you're not.
There we go. Okay, over to you to do what you need to do for the fire.
I'm happy.
You happy?
Yeah, I'm happy.
So we're at the last little bit, guys. Supposedly we're supposed to start at 7 PM. It was more like 25 past, I think, when we actually started. I hope you guys have enjoyed the live stream. It's been nice to be back chatting with everybody again. Giving you all a few updates. We've been messing around with some trains. Not really anything too serious. It's been quite enjoyable, actually, driving something like the Large Prairie. But I am looking forward to the PLD pannier tank, and I think I will drive that an awful lot. I guess because, pannier tanks just do it for me, don't they?
What I want to do one day is, I still want to try a pick-up goods run.
It would be good, but we need a route that's suitable for it, don't we?
We do.
But also, I mean, the problem with it is you need a route where you have AI traffic and you need to have a scenario, and I think that's where you sort of never do it with these virtual footplate runs.
Well, you don't necessarily have to do it, but yeah. I mean, the problem is we have enough issues as it is running these scenarios. If we have, like, if anything goes wrong and we don't have the ability to change it,
yeah,
it's like, that's it, the stream's ruined then, isn't it,
I mean, that's one of the reasons why we try and not do free roams, or we do free roams as opposed to anything else.
Yeah.
To try and avoid any problems with the scenario, like when we did the charity live stream and I missed the waypoint.
Yeah.
And we ended up 40 minutes delayed, having to go back just to hit a waypoint and then carry on. I mean,
yeah.
That was daft, that was, wasn't it?
Yeah, well.
Oh, for everybody watching, the stream hasn't finished yet. We got a few minutes left. I was just saying...
stopping the loco, saying goodbye to everyone. Oh, where have all the viewers gone?
Ready, Sam?
I'm ready. We've done a colliery one before, and I don't think I'd want to do a mainline one either.
Well, we are going to do a mainline one when we do the long run with the castle at some point.
Oh yeah, no, I'm on about like a pick-up goods thing, just reading the comments. Right. I reckon Cockermouth, Keswick and Penrith.
What about Severn Valley?
Could do Severn Valley.
With the 1500.
We could do the Severn Valley with a 1500, we could do that.
Maybe we'll get the 1500 and see how we could do it on the Severn Valley, pick up goods.
Yeah. And if any viewers of the channel feel confident enough in scenario creation to add in some AI traffic, that's not going to risk ballsing it up for us.
J-Law said he suspects the stream is almost over. Yeah, I think another 10 minutes or so.
Once we get to End Hill...
I think we'll run around. We'll take
Reese.
What?
Once we get over the hill...
wait. Oh, hang on. I got a thing for this.
We've got a Discord sound effect for this.
Yes!
Hey!
Once we get over the hills. Too many.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Sorry. We completely forgot about all those sound effects.
Perfect. Perfect. Watch them all be copyrighted now.
I know, right? Watch me get the stream taken down.
Oh yeah, I had that with my stream, didn't I? I mentioned that. It was one of the links I had in comments. It was a link I had in the description to the software on the reskinning tutorial one.
Oh,
and
right.
apparently that website no longer exists.
Oh.
So YouTube sent me a notification saying I'd got like a strike for it or whatever. And I'm like, what's all that all about? So I had a look into it and that, and I found this link and I opened it, and sure enough, it doesn't go to the website it used to. So they've just deleted the link out of it, but the video's still up. So I don't know how people are going to reskin now without that software, unless it's somewhere else on the internet. But
I tell you what would be quite interesting to do is the Mardi route, National Coal Board, but with the advanced pannier.
yeah, I was going to say we did it with an austerity before, didn't we?
Yeah. What about your route?
My route?
Yeah, your collar.
Oh God. Yeah, I mean we could do that. Yeah.
With the advanced pannier.
Yeah. I mean that route it worked out being a lot more challenging than I was intending it to be honest. So much so that I'm in the process of building a second line on it before I've even finished the first, in very typical me fashion. But I'm building a second line on it just to be a bit of an easier run.
Well, so when people hit the main bit, they just give up because it's too hard, and then they go, oh, there's another bit, yeah?
Pretty much, yeah. I also want to do all the features on this second route that I can't fit on the first one.
What time is it in games? 12:37. Doesn't look like a very nice day again.
No, it looks a bit of a grey, cloudy day, doesn't it?
Ah, the British summer.
Yeah, it looks about right. At least it's dry.
True. Oh, I was a bit hard on the brakes there.
Well, I've shut off the blower. I'm not going to put any more rock on. I'm not going to put any more water in. I think I'm done.
Yeah, I found on this part of the line you didn't really need to do an awful lot. Oh, have we set the road?
Well, because I'm good, yes.
Okay.
Whether it's set right or not, I don't know, but we've got a green signal, so that's something.
Yeah, it should be fine.
If we've got a green light and we crash, it's the signalman's fault. If we've got a red light and we crash, it's our fault.
Exactly.
Just remember.
Deniability.
Yeah, just remember, it's not about whether or not you crash, it's about whether or not you can blame someone else.
Can you cover it up? No, don't do it.
Exactly.
I've done it again.
Can you cover it up?
No.
Don't do it.
Evidence is all over YouTube now. And I've done it again!
Quick, take the stream down.
It's when you hear all of the brakes on the coaches coming on, making that like grinding noise, you're like, yeah, I've overcooked it.
But again, it's not loco, because we see how quickly the brakes come off when we're on a zone.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, I don't think it's the loco anyway. I could be really insulting Ben here and saying that his loco's got crap brake simulation and the coaches are really good, when actually it's the loco and the coaches that are bad. I just thought it were the AP coaches that had the vacuum simulated, but it could well be the loco.
I imagine that the loco does work with the coaches though.
Yeah.
I tell
10
you what-
mile an hour.
Yeah. Not casually just dropping both anchors.
Yeah.
I tell you, I'm going to go back over the other side because you no longer need the fire.
Yeah, you can do that now. I'm gonna stick my feet up and have a cuppa.
Get kettle on.
But actually, I'm gonna wait till you've stopped first because I don't want to spill it everywhere.
Oh, we got a red light apparently. Oh no, sorry, it is green. We'll stop here at this big stone sign. Visit Big Stones.
Big Stones. Hey, look! Hang on a minute. Where's the mouse? Here we go. Sorry, I've just seen something really exciting here, Reese.
What's that?
La da 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 da, yeah, whatever.
Is that the Yorkshire Rose?
That there be a white rose,
There you are.
which means we've got a bit of Yorkshire.
Hooray! Go to Yorkshire, visit Big Stones.
Up in Yorkshire, we've got big stones that can visit Lanos.
TJOC9891 says you should allow soundboard sounds on the AWP Discord. It would be funny to have the quote "drive me bitch" from the very first Over the Hills episode as a sound effect. I don't know how you go about doing that. Is it just me or are we rolling?
Well, either we're rolling or the billboard's running away.
I have a feeling we're rolling because I put her on handbrake.
What do you do that for?
Because I want to make a quick getaway when it's time to go. Would help if we open the doors for the people.
Oh, this new central door locking.
I know, right?
Yeah, that's still a big dilemma apparently.
Yeah, I mean it always was gonna be, wasn't it? It was.
The problem is it's not just as simple as a lot of people seem to think it is though. A lot of people just go, oh well I should just put door locks on then. But it's not just about that, it's like it's a pneumatic system. So I'm sure it's a pneumatic system anyway.
It can't be just manual then. It has to be controlled from the cab, does it?
It has to be controlled from the lead loco. They won't let you run like a diesel or something as like a converter. It's I'm fairly certain the actual system itself runs off the air brakes.
Yeah.
So I don't think the actual system is compatible with vacuum brake. I could be wrong on that, but that's my understanding of it. So if that is the case, then you'd have to completely redesign the system to work with vacuum brakes, or you'd have to air brake every mainline loco, and there's still quite a lot of mainline locos out there that aren't air braked. So it then poses a big question of whether you're going to fuck around with a loco a bit more and modify it a bit more, and you know, add a load more stuff into it to go wrong, or just pull it from the mainline. And will a state of things with coal and the money involved and all that kind of stuff, pulling it from the mainline is a much easier option.
Well, I suppose it's not only about is it easier, it's just whether they have a choice. And I think going forward, a lot of people, well, a lot of organisations are running out of choices.
Yeah.
So it's not only like, do they want to, it's like, do they not want to? You know, they're not really going to have much choice in the matter.
I can see mainline steam in future being limited to specific routes only.
Yeah, I can believe that.
Specifically quiet routes that don't see a lot of passenger or freight traffic, so don't have much, you know, where you can fit a train in without causing too much of a problem.
Yeah, I think the days of running on the East Coast Main Line and even the Great Western Main Line before long will be too difficult.
Yeah, I reckon Settle and Carlisle line, that'll stay pretty safe.
Well, I mean, the Settle and Carlisle is like a pretty good run.
Yeah.
I mean, I remember reading an article either in Steam Railway or Heritage Railway from years ago when it was actually on the verge of being closed down.
Yeah.
Because they weren't sure for a long time whether the Settle and Carlisle was even going to be, kept in operation because it shut down for a bit, didn't it?
Yeah, and there
Very
was a whole
briefly.
thing where Michael Portillo helped to get it saved, didn't he? He were in some role in government at the time, and it were like, I don't know if he were an MP or if he were minister for something or other, but he played a big part in saving the S&C.
Yeah.
But yeah, there was a time it were gonna go.
But I mean,
But no,
I remember them talking about, like, if it did shut down, they were going to try and all these different people from Heritage Railways were going to come together and make it a steam line,
yeah,
but a steam main line.
yeah,
So it wouldn't be, like, all heritage stuff. It would just be as it was, but it would be run,
Yeah.
like, as a main line, but just for steam. A bit, they were comparing it. You know that one in Germany that's like, the Haas, because it's still like government funded and all that.
not really, but I get the idea. Yeah. But yeah, so I reckon Settle and Carlisle will be fairly safe. I reckon Scarborough Spar Express, that'll probably be quite safe. The Jacobite, that'll be pretty safe. Spad.
It's not a spad until the chimney passes.
It's a spad.
It's not. Chimney's not
It's
passed.
signal has been passed at danger.
No.
It's a spad.
It's not.
But yeah, what other route? I can't think of any other routes off the top of my head. But it'll be all the quieter routes, the ones that don't have, intense timetables, the ones that have proper facilities to accommodate steam locos. I mean, certainly from us running around London, I can see stuff going around London being scrapped off because it's so complicated and there's so much going on. I mean, it's like when we do rail tours going around London, we have to leave Southall at like 4 in the morning.
Oh,
And we
so
spend,
it's
like,
not to be in the way
you
of
know-
all the stuff that's like going off for the day, I suppose.
Yeah, like we don't actually, the tour doesn't actually leave until like 8, half 8, 9. But we've got to like leave Southall to get through while it's quiet. We'll then get routed round all these various lines and we end up stood waiting at several locations for the right slot to get in. And it's just a bit of a it's a bit of a farce really, and it's so easy for something to go wrong. Signalman that doesn't understand about steam engines or something,
Yeah.
stops you halfway up a hill instead of stopping you at the bottom, or that kind of thing.
I'm just going to roll back into the head shunt because it's like a stabling
Yeah.
point.
Yeah.
And it's an appropriate place to end the video with the logo in the stabling point.
And the big stones.
Giant stones in front of it.
Visit big stones.
You notice I chose a very nice livery as well for the live stream.
I did. I prefer lined Great Western though.
I don't know, I never
You know
get
what?
to see this livery very often.
You know what, Reese? I've had an idea like with that billboard.
Yeah.
I think we should have, we were on about having a few Yorkshire characters in Over the Hills.
Yeah.
Big stones.
Big stones.
Right, we're off up to Yorkshire to go see Big Stones. Who's that, Len?
I need to write that bit for him, don't I? The where they go up to Yorkshire.
Yeah.
Right then, since we are now sitting in the side end in the head shunt. What time?
3.5 hours later, almost.
I know.
Well, 3 hours from when we actually started, but
we completely messed up doing the working timetable. There was no way we were
Yes,
going
we
to keep
did.
to the timetable. It just wasn't going to happen. But there we go. We learned something new, that the PDSR timetable is impossible with a large prairie. That's probably why they got 4200s and S160s now.
while they have got a bit more heavy freight is better for heritage lines than passenger.
It just works so well, doesn't it?
Well, they were designed for slow speed and high power, which, if you've got a hilly line like this one,
yeah,
what more do you need?
the 42s on this line just makes complete sense to me.
Yep.
And it does surprise me they didn't buy more of them.
Hmm.
But then I suppose they were a bit of a latecomer on the heritage scene, I suppose, weren't they? Because they started off as the South Devon and then
Oh,
there was the
it's
split.
a complicated history, isn't it?
It's a mess. If you read through the history, there was a time when it was a right mess.
Yeah.
Very political.
Yeah.
Anyway, I think we'll call it a day there. It's nearly 10:30, so I'm pretty tired, and I'm sure you are as well.
Yeah.
It's been fun, guys. It's been nice to do something a bit more relaxed rather than just mainline running. Although it's been just
It's a bit more challenging as well.
It's been just as challenging with the advanced loco, but it's been nice to get back on the footplate. I hope you all enjoyed this video. Rate, comment, like and subscribe, and we will see you in the next one, which I hope won't be too much further away in the future. See you in 2025.
See you in 9 months.
Thank you, everybody. See you again. Take care.
Bye.